All right.
At least to me.
That's interesting.
At least to me.
Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of fluctuating, but it also might just be my regular Wi-Fi too. But
it also
might just be my regular Wi-Fi. So I don't know.
Okay, yeah, I just fixed the audio. They couldn't hear us, so they missed the shark fact. Long
Say the
story
shark fact
short,
again.
something to
we
do
need a
with
new shark fact.
Or we could just repeat the same shark fact.
No, you cannot. Once a shark fact has been stated, you cannot reuse it.
But
that's a good
how
point.
would
I'm
anyone
sorry.
who was
Let me
trying
believe
and
that,
failing to
God.
listen know what that shark fact is?
That's not the point.
I'm sorry, String. You're gonna have to wait till next week for the next shark fact. Oh well.
Okay.
Here, I have a random shark fact. There's
So-
really small ones too. They're not all huge. Does that count,
So
or
yeah.
Yeah.
okay?
I think I already said that one though. Weird things that our stomachs include shoes, chairs, of a horse, a box of nails, a torpedo, drums, and bottles of wine.
I have a shark fact.
Or a shark fact.
What is it?
What's the shark?
Whale sharks won't swallow fish. It'll swim out their gills.
Oh, huh. That's interesting.
Good to know.
Thing?
Wow.
I saw one once in an aquarium go to eat the food that it was given, and it like drew a fish into its mouth, and then it popped out its gills.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh.
So, quick update for those who could not hear us, if anyone decides to watch this later. Essentially, party went from Barley Village to the battlefield, found a trail of a dead dragon being moved, and it led to Dripwood Village, where there was a giant hole that it was probably dropped in. And then the party went to sleep there, and then they woke up, and that's where we started this session. And literally, it's just been talking so far. A little bit of Torn's bad blood with the blood hunters being shown, and Jingo not even denying, straight up said he's a blood hunter at this point. And then a few other things about cutting fingers. I can't remember every specific detail.
That seems like the gist of it.
So,
But I expected you to remember everything.
haha, you
Just kidding.
expect the impossible.
Nothing is impossible. Unless it is. Okay, never mind. Moving on.
So, were you guys going to do anything, or?
Torn's gonna look around and be like, okay, so are we... So, when are we leaving? Are we gonna chase that dragon?
The dragon is dead.
Okay, what are we doing then?
Right.
We're trying to find the blood
I want to
hunters that
see the
killed
dragon.
Okay, we are going to the giant hole in the ground.
Wait, what? Are we technically backtracking?
It was right outside the village.
Oh.
Okay,
well then
I'd
that
say right
case-
outside the village. Right outside the light of the village, so technically an hour away. Is what I said last night.
It's
Or not last
horrible.
night, last week. Ugh. I rewatched the
Gosh.
video for that specific detail. And several others.
Nice. Okay.
So is that what you guys are gonna do, or are you gonna do something in the village first?
I mean... Oh, wait a second. Hold on.
You could
Let
potentially
me-
get breakfast, ask questions, or just
Ooh.
straight up on go.
Okay, so really quick. This was... Oh gosh, this was several sessions ago. basically, I'd picked up some magical bones from when we fought like skeletons, and I think you said I could get some money for them, like a little bit. Could I take those somewhere or not?
If you sold them in the City of Light, maybe.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Not a kind of dead end wood cutting village.
Oh, yeah, true. That's true. Alright.
Bullies the NPC into buying every last one of your rotten flesh.
And honestly, I'm kind of thinking about it, and I mentioned that they had ruins and stuff on them, but if anyone just drew ruins on bones and claimed they killed skeletons and like gave it to the Lightkeepers to turn it in for money, you wouldn't know if they're a mass murderer that's just collecting bones or not.
I
Just
mean,
trying
that's
to get
true.
money.
True.
You joke,
Yeah.
but people used to do that all the time for what was it? It was either grave robbing,
Oh,
or
yeah.
just straight up killing, and they do that and sell it to scientists and stuff.
Yeah, for like body parts for experiments. You mean?
Yeah.
We're talking about real life,
Anatomy
right?
classes. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I'm just making sure for a second.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, what else are scientists, archaeologists, than grave robbers? I mean, literally going into tombs of long dead people. I know this is kind of going on a tangent, but I read something earlier today that was literally someone talking about how when they bury radioactive materials or whatever, trying to make it so that people won't open it in like 10,000 years, because that's not long enough for whatever the radioactive material is. And someone was relating it to Egyptian tombs, saying there's a curse if you try and go in them, but people did it anyways.
Oh.
So you can't just like leave a
Okay.
note, don't open this, there's radioactive material, because someone's just going to open it out of curiosity.
Yeah, that's true.
I just thought that was so funny.
I don't see why we don't just throw it into space. Space is full of radiation after all.
I'm
What
pretty
about the
sure
aliens?
radioactive materials can get pretty heavy, and there's a lot of it, and going to space is expensive.
Why don't we just drop it in the ocean? I mean, there's nothing important in the ocean anyways. No, I'm just kidding.
No, we can't do that, because what if we discover Atlantis, and then we can't explore it, because it's just covered in radioactive materials? Come on.
Or we could create Atlantis, because they would be like radiated fish that have
Good
like grown
point.
arms and legs.
But then how do we know they won't rise up against us?
Well, I mean, by that time
We
we
know
probably
that
have like
they
laser
would.
weapons.
Anyways, back on track. Sorry about
That was a
that.
big
I just thought that was so interesting and funny.
Yeah. No, that is. Okay. So we're trekking back to the hole, I guess.
So no one wanted to do anything in town?
Not particularly.
I want to
No,
sell my
unless I can
bones,
get
but I
money.
can't.
So it sounds like a no. Josh, since you're the only one that technically... Well... Do we want to go with everybody was technically there, they just didn't aid in any way? Or do we want to go with you guys weren't sort of there, so we only act like Josh knows where this stuff is? Or, well, Josh and Carton.
Oh, no, not
Josh and
Carton,
Carton.
because he rolled a 1.
You're right, yeah. He was
Or
looking
man.
at a butterfly or something. A leaf, that was it. He was looking at a leaf.
Yeah,
But
it
that was
fell
a
on
lot
his-
earlier in the set. He would know where the hole was.
I mean, wouldn't
Would he,
Torin know
though?
too? Because I like helped dig it. I just didn't discover what was in it. I don't think.
I don't
Did
know
I?
what hole you think we're talking
what?
about. We're talking about a giant pit that the trail led to.
Oh, right. Okay,
Wait, was
I
this
think I rolled
was this
higher on
last
that
week
one.
though?
This was last week.
There was not a perception roll because it was the giant hole in the ground.
Like the
I don't
type.
this
remember
was-
there being a perception roll for that one.
I'm just
this
gonna
was-
say,
No.
anyone who wants to
wait.
try roll survival.
I'll try.
I think it was No, I rolled something, but I think it was like investigation or something to see if it was like rocks or.
The two people that shouldn't know where it is rolled good survival check.
So Carton did roll like an investigation, and it was to kind of learn a bit more about the hole. And basically what you had learned was that it looked like there was a cave there and that the ground collapsed. And whether that was by human interaction or just natural was unclear, if I remember correctly. And you guys do manage to find your way back there.
Cool. So, what exactly are we looking at here? A giant pit, essentially?
Yes, a very giant pit. It goes very... at this point, you guys are outside the light of the village when you get to it. And it's... I'm not very good at measurements, but I'm going to say it has about a radius of 50 feet. So to go from one side to the opposite side would be 100 feet. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Rough.
You said we're outside the light, though?
Yes, you're outside the light. Get to this.
Okay.
It seems to be a straight shot down, with no easy way to climb up or down without rock climbing equipment.
Great.
Anybody got a Dungeoneer's pack?
No, but I have hemp.
Don't
rope.
believe so.
I think it's pittance is the specific item you need, but
Yeah, I don't have those.
okay.
I've got the thieves pack, so.
Wait. Oh, I see. Mine. Yeah, I don't have that.
Gonna have to go back to those. Oh boy.
Do you know what's in your pack, Torn?
It's an explorer's pack,
It does not have it.
Okay.
so I don't think it has rock climbing stuff.
I didn't know if the explorers did or did not, and you didn't have every single thing inside it listed, so that's why I was asking.
Okay. Let me. I mean, yeah, I can look really quick. Hold on.
Technically, you guys, since you are in a forest, you could technically tie a rope to a tree and try and climb down with that, but it's not as safe as mountain climbing equipment.
Okay.
Or rock
One
climbing
bad
equipment.
roll and you're gonna fall 100 feet to your death.
No pressure.
Hold on. Hold on a second.
No, it doesn't have rock. Oh, it has. Well, no, it doesn't have any rock climbing stuff.
Well, what were you
Unfortunate.
about to say? It had.
Well, I was gonna say it has 50 feet of hempen rope.
Yeah, almost every pack comes with 50 feet of rope.
Okay.
If
Yeah,
not
I
every
figured.
pack.
Yeah. That's really it, though.
Entertainer's pack doesn't.
Ah,
Or
Gotcha.
diplomat.
All but 2. Or
Uh,
3 or 4.
does anyone want to roll? Actually, the real question is, what would I have you guys roll for a hint?
I don't know, but I need to keep in mind that I can't see.
Does anyone want to either roll survival or nature or?
Yeah, I'll
hint?
roll nature. Do you want me to roll nature?
I'm
Oh, yeah.
saying if you want a hint, feel free to roll one of the two.
That's good.
Okay, so So Carton, what? Oh, the survival was for earlier. Torn and Jingo can both kind of figure that, given there was a cave underneath this area, there's likely other entrances that might be elsewhere in the area, given the type of cave. So if you look around, you might find another entrance, but you also might not. It's hard to tell.
Okay.
Alrighty. Guess we're looking around then.
Yeah. Torrent's gonna start like walking around trying to find another entrance.
Would
That
lighting a torch work at all in my favor?
It would slightly help with the darkness, and in general make things a lot easier to see, considering everything is pretty dark.
I'm going to light a torch.
Alright. If you have the item.
Yeah, I have one. Well, 10.
Okie dokie.
And I start walking around to look for a cave entrance.
So is the party splitting up, or are you guys walking around together looking for this? And also, who's actually walking around looking for it if you do split up?
I mean, I guess we're not super far, so I mean, unless Jinko or Chen or Carton wants to, Torrent's probably just gonna walk off, like, by himself and try to find it.
I'm
And
gonna walk off by myself.
are Carton and Chen going to look around, or not?
Yeah, I guess I'll be looking around as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you guys going by yourselves?
Are you guys looking around by yourself, or
I have no intention of going with Carton.
We could do the buddy system.
We don't have enough people for the buddy system.
We have
Yes, we
two
have
and
a-
two.
That's just all three of us.
Three
There's
of us.
four
Four
people.
Four of us.
I
There's
thought there were
five.
3 people that went to the
There's-
pit.
there's,
no, there's
Jingo,
5 counting the
Carton,
DM.
Torin, and Chen.
There's
Four
5
people.
counting the DM.
6 if
Yes.
you count
I'll
the
go.
camera.
I'll go with the dragon.
The camera that beat you to the first message.
No. It's not fair. I knew as soon as I started typing, I was like, crap, I gotta send this, but too slow.
I saw you were typing a message. I was like, huh.
Yeah, I wonder what that could be. Oh man.
So everybody
Yeah.
that's looking around, go ahead and roll perception. And then also a d20.
Wait, could we do perception or investigation?
Sure.
Right.
Serious.
If you want to, if anyone's investigation is higher at anyone who already rolled, if you want to switch it to your investigation modifier, go ahead. I'll just need to know what the roll turns out to be. That was my fault
They're
because I didn't
exactly
think
the
of
same.
mentioning investigation.
It's
Mine are
fine.
exactly the same.
Could I still get a d20 from Torn with 2 N's and Carton?
Yeah.
No.
You
Carton
can't take
falls in
his
a pit and
dice.
dies. No, just kidding. Okay.
Ooh.
Wow, those are all pretty low.
Wait, what about my first investigation roll?
So yeah, no, that's the second rolls for something else. I was just kind of found it funny that everybody rolled low. So
On the
Oh
d20.
boy.
let me. So Carton doesn't seem to have any luck finding anything, despite keeping a good eye out. But Torin does manage to eventually find a hole kind of covered in debris, and the other two weren't really looking well enough and didn't really find anything. But the hole Torin found, it's not big enough for any normal-sized person to fit in.
Oh, wasn't that great?
But it does look like the hole goes pretty deep and not too steep.
Okay.
Would it be
How-
possible to blast it open?
How
Well,
big
your
is the
character's
hole?
not there yet, so.
I was gonna say, well, first of all, Torn's gonna call out to them and be like, "Hey guys, I found a hole over here. Come look." And he's gonna kind of motion towards him.
Sorry, I should ask another question. Who here has dark vision and who doesn't? Other than Django, I
I'm
don't
pretty sure
know.
everyone but
I
me.
do.
I do not. have
Yeah, I
dark
didn't
have.
think
Mm-hmm.
Dragonborn had dark vision.
No, I didn't think so either, but I was making sure.
Okay, so you can't actually see anyone other than Jingo. I probably should have had that investigation roll be at disadvantage without light, but I forgot that you couldn't see.
Well,
And at this point, it's a little too late, so I'm just gonna roll with it.
all right.
You see
Yay.
Jingo and wave him over, but he doesn't see you. But everybody hears you.
Oh, great.
What do you got?
I found a hole. It's kind of covered by debris and soil and stuff.
Sorry, when I said that, I used the wrong wording. It's covered like in bushes and stuff, so it was
Oh,
fairly
okay,
well
gotcha.
hidden.
It's like a kind of not super great, well hidden hole. Or it's a. Just come over here. Just come check this out with me.
Does everybody
said-
go check it out? Or
Yeah.
Yeah. Did everybody hear it? You said, right?
everybody heard it. It's
Okay.
just Jingo
I just
can't
didn't
see you
assume.
because you're in the darkness.
Okay.
You can see him
Oh,
though
well.
because he has a torch.
I walk over to where I think I heard the sound from. Should I roll for that?
Yeah, roll perception. Yeah, you find your way. It's not too hard.
Saw the 9, I was like, oh no.
One thing I'd like to point out, a 9 and an 8 isn't technically a bad roll, because an average person doing an average thing is a 10. So
Yeah.
it's something that's easy, should not require a large number. But everybody just automatically sees anything under a 10 as bad. That's not actually the case all the time.
Yeah,
Only when
I
you're-
forget that.
It's only when you're trying to do more difficult things that it is considered bad.
Yes, like avoid the dragon that we were trying to. I mean, just
You
Do
know,
other
dodging
thing-
a breath of fire, that requires a bit more than a 10.
or giving a monkey a shower. Surf
Creating a
battle.
tidal wave, maybe?
Yes. Okay, fake the stars, brain. Yeah.
Before we get Damien's channel copyright striked from... let's move
Okay.
on.
Yeah, true.
Horrible.
Yeah, yes.
So does
So you-
anyone have anything they want to say about this hole? That
Yeah. Do you guys think we can? I mean, it looks like it's too small. Like, I don't think
How-
I'd be able to fit in it.
How small is the hole? Can I
It's-
tell?
It's large enough that a halfling or other small race could fit in it.
Or a
Like
drow.
size small?
Yes, anything that's size small, but a size medium creature would have trouble even fitting.
What about
Okay.
Bork? Let me look.
Yeah, a dog can. Well, if the dog is size
Well-
small, it can fit.
Oh no, he's a medium. Never mind. God.
But I thought.
Yeah. Okay. Well, dang.
Dogs
mean,
aren't
yeah.
always exactly small, and especially not the type that are good at fighting.
Yeah.
Unless you want a fighting chihuahua. We can arrange that.
That would be funny, like a little ninja chihuahua that just like jumped on people and bit their necks or something.
Gotta go for the jugular.
Yep. Like a vampire. Wait, so Damien, is a drow a medium though? Size beast or
The
small?
drow is
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a It's just a cave elf, pretty much.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, well then, what if? Okay, and this is in character. What if this is like a random idea I totally just had? What if we like tried blowing it up or enlarging it somehow? You know.
I just kind of sit there and plant the torch while you guys think of things. Like stick the handle into the torch in the ground so I don't have to keep holding it.
Yeah.
I mean, does anybody have any ideas? Maybe we could cause it to cave in a little bit, or not cave in, but widen the entrance a little.
If I get the cave to attack me, I could use Hellish Rebuke.
I don't think the cave's gonna sprout arms and attack you.
Unless it's a mimic.
Yeah, it's a cave mimic. Oh man. Well, I mean, I don't exactly have any explosives on me, and I don't really do spells, so...
What if you just... Is the entrance dirt or stone?
It's at first dirt, and then it kind of looks a bit like stone a little further down.
Okay. So it's that narrow all the way down. That's gonna...
You can't see incredibly far down there, so you don't know how long it goes on for like that.
Yeah.
And I see how far down it goes. I got 90 dark vision.
Roll perception.
I have an idea.
You can see that
That's not in character.
you can see a decent bit down that it does widen up, but it's probably 40 feet. And I know dark vision is normally 60 feet, but there's roots and stuff in the way that kind of prevent people from seeing as well.
Mine's not.
I meant other people who have dark
Mine's
vision.
90 feet. Wow.
I thought it was 120 for Drow.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, but he doesn't have an eye, so I thought I'd go with having less dark vision than having disadvantage on every roll ever possibly conceived of.
Yeah.
I didn't even know there were disadvantages related to missing an eye.
Dang it, you shouldn't mention
I
that.
mean, you don't have an eye, so you're like your balance or something is off. You gotta like
Your depth
do everything in your brain.
Zoro
I know
seems to
real-
be
Yes.
just fine.
I know real life, it is a big problem because depth perception and being able to see anything coming from that side, stuff like that. But I meant I didn't know there were any mechanics based around that.
Oh, yeah, no, that's just a homebrew thing. I did.
So, I'm not going to, like... I can understand wanting one eye for character building reasons and stuff like that, and I'm not going to punish someone for just wanting an interesting character. But if someone loses, like, a limb or something in a fight, or for story reasons, I might add disadvantages, but... Again, not for plot, or not for character development story reasons, but for, like, actual in-campaign reasons, I might.
Yes. Hey, also, really quick, guys, I'm going to run to the bathroom really quick, so I'll be back.
Okay.
Oh,
it
you're
better
not
be
allowed.
quick. I heard quick
I
twice.
promise.
It needs to be twice as quick.
It'll be 25 seconds. Not
Okay,
literally.
I'll
but-
count
I'm
it.
stopping.
Don't
I'm
worry.
starting a watch.
No, literally.
Your clock started.
Okay.
So did anyone have any ideas for getting down those 40 feet to where it widens up?
It's all up to you.
If one of
Josh.
you can wiggle your way into it, I can attack you with a
God.
booming blade. and maybe the thunder damage will blast the cave open a little bit.
Wait,
We
hold
have
on a second.
Sorcerer.
Hold on a second. Okay. No, that's a bad idea. That spells a bad idea.
Yeah, it basically is gonna kill anyone that tries to
Yeah,
do this.
that's yeah.
Because it's gonna
So-
cause a collapse on you.
Yeah.
And you're gonna
So
take
I have an
thunder
idea. And it's the best idea and the answer to all problems.
fireball.
Yes. Just throwing it out there.
I was just about to suggest Fireball, but I wasn't sure if your class has it.
I have Fireball.
Oh my god.
You should be very happy that I took Fireball because I almost took something else.
Who doesn't take
Use it.
Fireball, Josh?
Yeah, I
You should-
know,
You
like,
should feel
it- like-
ashamed for even thinking of not taking.
I know, but like it wouldn't. It doesn't really fit with the rest of the character that I'm trying to build, but it's just so good.
Yeah. There's a lot of
You should-
memes about Fireball, and there's a reason. It's because literally everyone takes Fireball.
It's like it's a level ahead of where it really should be.
Yes. Sure, you have to think of the downside. What if I hit a friendly? I mean, there's an entire subclass for the wizard based around not hurting friendlies with these types of spells. But, I mean, who really cares if your friendlies get in the area of effect or not? Also, I would like to point out it's been longer than 25 seconds. I'm very disappointed.
No, it's 28.
Looks like we have to kill him now.
His character falls in a pit, a different pit. No one else sees it happen, so you don't see that pit, and he dies. Yeah. It's sad, but he disappointed me. He can't disappoint me.
Yep.
So, are we going to wait for him to come back before you decide on Fireball, or...
We should probably wait so we don't engulf his character in flames.
He's a Dragonborn. He'll be fine.
Yeah, he's a dragonborn.
But which kind is he?
He's got fire resistance.
What color is he?
Yes,
Does he
what
actually
color
have-
is he? Yeah, does he
Does he have
a color?
fire resistance? Or does he have other elemental resistance?
He is of the orange variety, in his words.
Yes.
So
So
that's
we are now
probably-
judging Torin by the color of his scales.
Yes. Not the content of his character, but just the color of his scales.
Well, it kind of is the content of his character, though, but that we're really driving at. But the only way we can figure that out is by the content of his scales.
Yes, what comes out when he breathes. That is literally the content of his body.
I'm looking up orange dragonborn.
Okay, let's not go down that route here. Okay, alrighty. So, alrighty. Do we have any ideas besides Fireball?
No.
Would you like a DM mention? Because I know people tend to forget common sense and or potential common answers.
All right, I'm back, guys.
Welcome back. That was longer than 20
Thank you.
seconds. Your character was
So-
killed.
So
I know, I'm sorry.
the
I was
way I
like,
look
sorry.
at it is that
Don't look
There's-
under your bed. I'm not there ready to kill you because you didn't take 25 seconds.
Oh gosh, I'm sorry. Please don't kill me.
So
What were you
which
saying?
dragonborn are you? Are you
Like what?
brass, bronze?
No, I believe I'm just like. Well, wait, hold on.
doesn't have this built into his character.
No, I should. Hold on.
You have it written down that you're orange.
Yeah.
There
Yeah,
is
I
no
just have,
orange,
like-
though.
I'm like, yeah.
No.
Okay, let's not worry about that specific detail right now, okay?
Are you resistant
Let's still
to
move
fire
him out
or
of the
not?
blast radius.
Yes. I'm like the red.
He's
I don't know what it's called. I think I'm just the regular fire
Yeah.
dragonborn. I don't know if that's regular, but yeah.
I believe
yeah, you
regular.
caught fire
I
to
believe
the
what
city.
you were thinking
So yeah,
is
you're
red.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure
okay.
we've been portraying you as red this entire time.
Yeah, I am red.
But on your character
like
sheet,
orange
you
is
have
red.
written down orange, which I don't
Oh.
think is.
I think
there
I'm
isn't,
red.
but there's also not a yellow, so it's fine.
There, I'll just. Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, I always thought of myself as red. I don't remember. I think I accidentally wrote orange instead of red.
If you think about it, orange is kind of a mix of red and gold, so you're still just fire with the cone breath.
My
Yeah.
favorite part of
Just
this
all of
conversation is
all
the
they
fact
are.
that Michael has not questioned why we are wondering what his elemental resistance is.
What if we put him in the hole?
Yeah, but they didn't have to go in the hole. What do you mean? What do you guys do? What are you planning?
I
mean,
think this is
he-
now
he
the best
does-
option.
He does need a target, doesn't he?
No, you don't need
No,
a
I
target
don't-
for fireball.
No,
But
I'm pretty sure he needs a target.
Yeah, I need a target. I need a target.
It's personal necessity.
Yes.
Doesn't matter
If-
about
if you-
mechanicals.
What? So basically, you need a target in the pit because you can't do fireball without it. So why don't we just grab an animal walking around or something? And put it there?
But the
Or a piece of
animals
wood or
don't have
something.
fire resistance, though.
Well, I mean, if
Okay.
we're picking up any animal, we could just take you, Torin, because you're freaking.
You could not pick me up and throw me in the pit. I promise you. If you want to try,
I mean, maybe
you can.
Torin couldn't, but maybe I can. I have to
I
deal
wanna-
with rotors every day.
I want to try and pick him up and shove him into the hole.
Oh my god.
Okay, Torin's gonna
Is he
resist.
gonna be able to get out?
That's assuming
Both
he
of
even
you
pushes
roll
me.
athletics or acrobatics for Torin.
Oh, well, I just rolled athletics.
Okay.
But
Jingo tries to move him, and Torin just kind of like puts his hand on on Jingo's head and holds him back. You know, like they do in shows, it's comedically.
Yeah, that's fair. I just kind of sit down.
I'm sorry. What were you trying to do again?
I was trying to put him in the hole so the wizard
No. I
could
was saying
have
that like in character. Like after he's gonna put his hand on your shoulder and be like, "I'm sorry. What were you trying to do again?"
Yeah, that's. I was responding in character.
Really?
I was trying to put him in the hole so this guy could have a target to cast fireball.
Why don't we just throw a piece of wood in there, and then he can hit the wood with the fire?
I want to emphasize the point: you really do not need a target to use a spell like fireball.
Even if you did, I mean, if you guys heal me, if you promise to heal me,
You don't
Then
have
it's
anybody
fine.
that can heal you.
exactly.
I promise to heal you.
So it's not gonna happen.
It's
No,
okay.
just-
I promise to heal you.
I don't believe
I
you.
got you.
You're a blood hunter. I don't believe you.
So first we judged him
Yes,
by the
you do.
color of his scales, and now.
Okay.
What are you trying to deceive him into doing?
That I'm going to heal him.
Torin, roll insight.
Oh my god.
I would say at advantage, knowing what you do about blood hunters.
Oh,
Well,
My
it doesn't
God.
really matter.
Oh my word.
You're pretty sure that he could heal you.
Oh my gosh.
I'm not going to say that means you're okay with this because you know he could heal you, but your act as if your character thinks he can be healed.
Okay.
That's all I
Great.
can say.
Well, okay, fine. I mean, even if you could heal me, though, I mean, do we even need a target for fireball? Does it couldn't you just throw a fireball in there?
That's not. That's. You do not throw fireballs.
Okay, I'm not that good with spells, so whatever you do.
One does not throw a fireball.
What, do
One
you
does
toss
not
it?
simply throw a fireball into Mordor.
Oh, I thought it was Mirkwood.
The meme is one does not simply walk into Mordor.
Oh, never mind. I thought you were. I haven't seen that meme. I thought you were trying to say something about the cave.
That meme is so old, though. How have you not seen it?
Well, I probably have seen it, but I haven't watched really much or any of Lord of the Rings. So.
Have you listened to the books?
Listen,
Have you read the
no,
books?
no. I've seen The Hobbit.
Okay,
I've seen
sure.
the first Hobbit and seen 10 minutes of the
Have
Two
you
Towers
listened to someone listening to the book?
or whatever. I don't know. No.
I had
You
to
know,
read them before I could watch the movies. That's all I know.
See, I watched the movies and fell asleep, but listening to them, that's some good cred right there. I really enjoy listening to nice people walk into horrible situations.
So that's why you like being a part of this D&D party so much.
So, I mean, torturing characters is kind of my job.
yes. Oh man.
Really quickly, could I have everybody roll perception?
Oh god.
No!
I don't. What if I don't
You
want
cannot.
to?
There's the dragon.
Oh.
Too busy deceiving him that I could heal.
Okay. Chen, in the distance, sees a small group of skeletons, just kind of walking in a direction. It does not appear It does not appear that they have seen the party, and if they keep walking in the direction they're currently walking in, they will not go near the party.
I have a question.
Yes?
So, I don't mean to metagame or whatever, but if the skeletons are in the distance, and does Josh have dark vision?
I do have dark vision.
And he
How
kind of
far is
sees
that
them
much
on
is-
the edge of his dark vision.
Oh, okay, never mind then. Alright, well, no. Never mind. Does Chen want to say anything to anybody about that?
Alright, Shh.
What? What's going on?
Skeletons.
Don't shush me.
Skeletons. Shh.
Don't do shush me.
Are you
Skeletons.
actually saying that in character?
Who, me?
Yeah.
I'm not saying it. No, I was just kidding.
Okay.
I wasn't saying
I said don't.
I thought it was a character.
Honestly,
sorry, that
something
was
I
out of
could
character.
imagine Torn with two ends doing.
Yeah,
but
that was
wasn't
something
sure.
Well,
that. Yeah.
I mean, I could imagine him doing that, just maybe not in that voice. But I mean, sure, why not? Fine. Well, I'll just it was in character. It's like, don't you shush me.
The skeletons. Shut up.
Skeletons? Well,
Yes, there are skeletons nearby. Let's just let them go, and then we can continue to argue about how fireball.
continue talking. Are you gonna try to throw me in a pit? I mean, even though Jingo is very obviously able to heal me, it would still hurt a lot. Have a fireball on. So I'm gonna figure this out really quick.
Sorry, I just realized I never had Chen roll for deception to see if he could actually convince Torn that he needs a target.
Oh yeah.
I was being very specific with the words that I used, and I was doing that for a reason.
But you were still deceiving him.
No, all I said is one does not throw a fireball, which is true. I never said that I
Wait,
needed
but
a target.
Earlier
I
you
never
said
said that I needed a target.
no, but you said
I said that
Wait, I
to
thought-
other people, but not to Torin.
So
Yeah, but we're all standing in a circle.
So I just want to say deception does not necessarily mean lying. It means trying to deceive someone. And from my perspective, I still think that's trying to deceive him into going along with this, unless that's not actually your intention. But I don't see why you would say what you have unless that was your intention.
That is correct.
So I'd still say roll deception and Torn insight.
Okay.
I know what you're trying to say, but deception doesn't need to be a lie.
Tie goes to the defender.
It does.
Tie
So
goes to the defender.
Torn starts to kind of catch on. Wait, I don't think he actually needs a target.
Wait, I'm sorry. It kind of glitched out. You said I do know that it needs a target.
You start
sorry,
to get
I
like
know
the
that-
inkling. Oh, he might not actually need a target. Does that make sense?
I'm sorry. You said. I'm sorry. I think that it might
You start
need a
to
target.
realize he might not need a target.
Okay, not. Okay, thanks. Sorry. Yes. Okay.
Is anyone else
Alright.
having trouble hearing me, or
Nope. I think
It's probably
it's
just
Torn.
me.
okay?
It's
Probably
just my
just wrong.
Wi-Fi connection's not good. Okay. So Torn's gonna kind of scratch his head a little bit and be like, I wonder if you do need a target at all or not.
Can we deal with this after the skeletons have passed, please?
I'd say we've already dealt with it effectively. So I mean, yeah, let's just hide.
He definitely needs a target.
No. I don't think he does. I mean, maybe not.
I don't think right now is a good time to be debating whether or not he needs a target. We need to shut up so these skeletons don't kill us.
Okay, quick
I
question.
don't know about any of you.
Quick question, just for assurance: are your characters talking at the voice level you guys are talking at, or are your characters whispering these things?
I am
Whispering.
whispering.
Torn is whispering too, but his voice, I think, is like starting to grow a little bit louder because he's getting agitated.
Okay. Everybody roll for stealth.
I swear if this dragon...
Okay, everybody manages to stay relatively quiet. And since Carton seems to be so good at stealth, he probably realizes it'd be a good idea to put out Jingo's torch. Whether he does that or not is up to Damien.
Do it. I'll do it.
Okay, so you put out Jingo's torch.
Hey, what'd you do that for?
It's quiet time right now.
Quiet.
So, is anyone still trying to follow the progress of the skeletons?
Yes. Torn's gonna glance.
Like,
oh wait, but I
Torn
can't.
can't see them,
Yeah, I just realized that.
I can't see them.
but
either.
you can try and hear them. So
Okay.
you can still roll for perception.
Oh. Well, at least it wasn't a crit.
You can't hear their footprints.
All right.
footprints.
Sorry, foot sounds, stepping sounds, whatever.
Foot sounds. Step foot.
Steps.
Yep. All right.
Does anyone else want to try and follow their progress, or
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why don't we all just jump down in the hole and hide?
Carton finds a very nice leaf again.
Oh boy.
It has very intricate patterns on it. And he just can't look away. It's such a nice leaf.
Probably purple or something. Super goth.
Yes, since all the trees are like slightly corrupted as they've only partially adapted. Yeah, I'd imagine there'd be some purple or dark to them. So yeah. Yeah, you just find this dark purple leaf to be very interesting. Jingo manages to kind of follow where they are based on sound, and Chen can sort of see their general area when he sees movement every once in a while. And both kind of come to the same conclusion that they're walking away from the party at this point.
You said they're walking away
Yeah.
from the party?
And it'll only be like
Okay.
another minute before they're gone.
Okay, cool. So, Torn's gonna start whispering and be like, okay, so,
Not. No.
what is our plan then? Because,
We'll wait and then we'll figure it out. Now shut up.
what? No, it's fine. They can't hear us. We already established. I'm not going in the.
I'm not interested in arguing this right now.
Okay, good. I'm glad. So we resolved it. All right. And then Torn's just gonna stop talking.
Does anyone else want to do anything in that minute?
No.
Okay.
1 minute later.
Yes, 1 minute later. And the skeletons appear to be gone. Probably not out of earshot of an explosion, but gone from regular sounds and sight.
So an
Alrighty,
important
so,
piece of information there.
Alrighty.
Right.
So,
So you're
I
gonna
think
throw
that
your
takes fireball off the table.
No, it doesn't, because
Yes, it
I
does.
don't think that you need a target. I
That-
don't think that you do.
Yes, but the skeletons are going to hear it.
Oh.
I guess
So you
Torn
admit
with
you were
2
lying
ends
to
the only one that didn't hear me say not out of explosion sound distance.
So, any other ideas?
How about we throw you in the pit and see how you... No, I'm just kidding. Well,
I have fireball. I'd like to remind you of that.
You just said it was off the table.
For the
I
hole.
can breathe fire. I can breathe fire, so I could burn you to a crisp, pal. But let's not go there.
Yes, a flamethrower is equivalent to a missile.
Yes. Shush. Wait, what's a missile? I'm just kidding.
Hey, I'm not in character, you are. I'm just saying they're practically a flamethrower and a missile.
No, it's like a light. It's like one of those handheld lighters and a bomb or something.
I wouldn't
Well,
go
maybe not
that
like
far
that,
of a difference, but yeah, basically.
That's okay though. I mean, we could try to search for another hole too. Since, I mean, the blood hunters, I'm assuming that not all of them were small enough to fit into this hole. I mean, there's probably another entrance in here somewhere.
Either that or they just went up and down the big hole.
Yeah, but how did they do that? Without climbing?
Maybe they
They
did climb.
could have climbed.
Yes, but wouldn't that have taken a while, and they would have had to have the right equipment? Not to mention it would be a little dangerous.
Yeah.
I mean, they could have climbed, but why
if
don't
we had
search
the
for another
proper
entrance?
equipment, we'd be over there climbing right now.
Yes, but we're not regular average people.
Neither are they.
Okay, fine. Fine.
They killed a dragon. They're not normal people.
I don't know. I mean, if you haven't, maybe they could.
Come on,
bully
men,
it or
gather your
something.
pitchforks. Let's go kill that dragon.
Yeah. I mean,
What
I-
do villagers think they can do against some malevolent force?
they can't really do anything. So I mean, I don't.
Exactly. So
Yeah, I
why
don't
would
know
they
why.
why would they rise up against it ever?
I guess they probably wouldn't. Or they just call on someone to help them. But
I would like to point out that his mentioning looking for another cave is a possibility.
I was about to ask. You're probably losing it right now because we could just
Well, no,
we could just probably look in a different cave. look for a different place.
That's what I said a little bit ago.
Yeah, and I was
It's like-
just stating you did say that, and you can do that because I wanted to specify it's not
Oh.
you already rolled, so you can't. So
Okay, well then, yeah, Torrin's just gonna walk away and start trying to look for the cave. It's gonna be like, okay, I'm gonna search, guys.
Yeah.
So, if you're going to look around for another one, either roll investigation or perception at disadvantage without light, or if you light something normal.
Okay,
I relight my torch.
Can I do one?
Mm-hmm.
I figure after a while he got tired of listening. So,
okay.
Do we don't find anything, do we?
And could I have everybody roll another d20?
Oh gosh. Oh no. Oh. Well, maybe hopefully that doesn't matter.
What are the D20s for?
A
Good
little
question.
personal thing. I'm not gonna tell you straight up.
Nope. Where's the fun in that?
So,
does
Ja-
it start with L and end with K?
maybe. So, Jingo manages to find a decent sized hole that the party could probably go down. It didn't take that much investigating because the hole was not hidden, and it just took going to the right spot. Carton manages to find a medium-sized hole, but it's a little steep, and you could easily lose your footing going down it. And Torin, roll perception really quick for me.
All right. Ooh.
Roll
Fine.
stealth at disadvantage for me.
Wait, you said roll it again at disadvantage?
Roll stealth at disadvantage.
Oh, stealth. Okay.
You walk right into the group of skeletons.
Oh my
Okay.
god.
And when I
Um,
say walk right into them, I mean you're probably about 10 feet away, stepping on sticks and stuff when you spot them.
Okay.
And they spot you.
How many? Well, wait, no, we'll figure that out soon.
Yeah, give me a
Okay.
second. I need to set the map up.
It's been a second. I'm just kidding.
Noah, don't look under your bed. I'm not under.
Wait, what? Why me?
You know the rules of time. You can't say a second and not do it in a second. You know what I have to do. I'm sorry, Noah.
I
But it
said
must
give me
be
a
done.
second. You have not given me a second. You
We
have
gave you a
waited a
second.
second, but you haven't given me one.
I give you a second. One. All right.
That's not giving me a second. I still have just as many seconds in my lifetime.
No, I just gave you one, but it expired.
I can
sorry.
take some seconds right now.
You can waste them, but you can't take them, nor can you give them. So, if anything,
Okay,
I need to kill you
don't
guys.
test that.
I mean, if I die, then that was simply the amount of seconds I was supposed to have, you know?
Oh, this is too complicated.
I'm joking.
You're the one that's asking us for seconds, though. So,
You don't make the rules.
Lightning strikes Torin. 2 ends.
Okay. Well, fine. Better than dealing with skeletons by myself.
And okay, now I just have to bring the party over to this map. So this is roughly the situation, since technically you guys would be a bit further, but also this map is limited size and I'm too lazy. So I'm just gonna say you're all roughly that distance.
All right. Well, at least it's only 3 skellies. So they, I'm assuming they immediately noticed me.
Yes, they immediately notice you. So everybody roll the word that I am forgetting.
Initiative.
Initiative, thank you.
You're about to get attackity.
Did I just hear what I think I heard?
Probably.
Did you say clickety clackety prepared to get attackity?
Basically, yeah.
Okay,
Oh.
perfect.
Man, those skeletons rolled high.
Yeah.
I mean, they don't have all that skin weighing them down, so...
Yeah, really.
Yeah.
I mean, everyone pretty much rolled well except for Torin.
They've got no body to worry about.
So, yeah, let me switch this music over to something a little more tense. What's this one sound like? Yeah, this'll work. So, the first skeleton is going to approach Torin. Oh, I can hear that.
I know. Alright.
Okay. Yeah, first skeleton's going to approach Torin and then swing and a miss.
Cool.
So, Chen's turn.
Okay. I want to move up here. And then I'm going to... Actually, wait, that doesn't actually help him. I had a plan, and then I realized that plan doesn't really help him any.
What, you gonna fireball him? Fireball all 4 of us? Gonna get your dang fireball. One way.
We have a problem. Fireball.
Throw a fireball at it. Don't cause it to get away.
Just throw a fireball, like...
Fireball is always the solution. Haven't you ever played with someone who's burned down a town? Come on.
Oh man.
Alright, you know, okay. I'm going to... Ray of Frost, the rear one. That was the initial plan, but it doesn't actually help him as much as I was hoping it would.
Go ahead and roll for damage.
Any help's appreciated.
So it's 12 damage, and he takes 15 feet speed reduction.
This one back here?
Yeah.
Alright. It seems to be moving very slowly, and the magic that holds it together seems to be close to wearing out. Anything else you want to do?
Nope.
Alright. So this skeleton's now going to approach Torin. And swing his short sword and miss again. And the other one, let's see. Yeah. You can still make it to Torin.
Yep.
And try swinging its sword, and also misses.
Nice.
For nothing
I
holding them
imagine-
back,
No,
they're doing
fine.
really poorly.
I imagine Torrent's just like hopping backwards, like just dodging their attacks.
Their attack rolls are so bad, I wouldn't even say that it's you dodging, it's just them straight up missing.
Wow. Like the sword's too heavy, so they're like trying to like swing it.
They have no muscle on them, you might
Yes.
say.
Oh wow. Okay.
Well,
So it's Jingo's turn. Go, Jin, go.
yeah. Okay. I need a second to think about things. When it makes us slower, does that half our speed? The darkness?
No, the darkness only makes you slower by 5 feet of movement.
Okay, so I can go 25.
Mm-hmm. If you're in the darkness for a lot longer, it can be worse than just 5 feet. But...
I will... That's 25, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
all of this is 25. I was just wondering why you didn't go forward and to the right.
I will shoot the skeleton on the far right, our top-down perspective, with that crossbow.
Sorry, give me a second.
It's been a second. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm managing multiple things right now.
I'm just messing with you.
You do hit. Roll for damage. Okay, were you aiming at the one on the right, you said?
Yeah.
Okay. You kind of break a few bones as it goes through its body and, like, catches on a few. Anything else?
Nope.
Alright. Kartan, your turn.
Okay.
I would make a joke about something, but it's actually a decent decision that you guys could take, so I'm not going to until afterwards.
You could still make it. We wouldn't metagame, right, guys?
Right.
Yeah.
That's right here.
We definitely would not metagame, Noah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
We never do that. We never do anything that, you know.
Yeah, you're right. You guys never metagame. You've convinced me thoroughly. Never once have you guys metagamed. Ever.
No, well, literally not even once. I
Not
promise.
even once.
Yeah.
And as such, I will be trusting of you and say, watch everyone just damage each of the skeletons some, and then Torn finish them off with a breath of fire.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't want to use my breath of fire though yet, to be honest.
Just take one swing
Right.
and smash through all of them.
I wish.
Kartan, which one were you aiming at?
This one, because then I'd get sneak attack. Because sneak attack is BS.
You would get sneak attack against all of them because they're all next to Torn.
Oh, well then I'll do the one that's closest, like that's right here. 'Cause that
Okay,
makes
well you
more
still
sense.
miss.
Yeah. Okay. Well, why'd you ask?
Because
just
if you were
don't
aiming
miss,
at the one on the
and-
left, you might have hit Torn.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, that's fun.
Alright, it was just
need
a
to-
statement. I never said he would. I said might. So anything else you want to do?
Okay, that's my turn.
Okay. So Torn, your turn.
Okay, so I'm going to attack this. He's going to turn. Well, okay, sorry. First of all, he's going to attack this skeleton in the middle here with his short sword.
You hit. Roll for damage. You kind of like slice right through its skull, and the rest of the bones fall down.
Okay. And then I can also attack this one as well
If you say so.
with my extra attack.
Okay. Go ahead and roll.
And I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm going to attack that one with my short sword as well.
I would just like to point out, I know this is dangerous, but I trust you guys to not cheat, and if you say you have 2 attacks, then okay. You hit. Roll for damage.
All right.
And
Ooh.
this one, you also pierce its skull, and the rest falls down. You now have 2 skulls on a steak. And by
Cool.
stick, I
Don't
mean your
do
sword.
that to the other one. I want the skull.
What?
Don't question it. Just save one of the skulls.
He wants
Save
he
one
wants
of
to
the
do a William Shakespeare play with a skull.
with one of the skulls.
Yes.
It's
the only answer.
They are a high elf named William Mussinus Shakespearean.
William Sharkspeare.
Philium Sharks here.
Yes. And his popular play, Romeo and Juliet.
Yep.
It was a horrible movie. Horrible.
Nomeo.
Oh, I forgot that was an actual movie.
Oh, you didn't remember that?
Romeo and Juliet. She's
Sounds
full
like it
yet
was
because she's
an-
always full. Yeah, eats too much.
Dang. Okay. Torrin's gonna yell back and be like, if you want to come over here and kill him before me, be my guest. But I'm trying not to die here, so I'm not gonna worry about saving your skulls.
So, are you ending your turn?
Oh yeah, I'm ending my turn.
Okay, the skeleton's going to attempt to attack you again. And stabs the ground.
Fired. No, fired. No, miss.
Chen's turn. These skeletons, I have never seen such bad luck for enemies.
It's kind of nice.
I always see it with the players, but never the enemies.
I know. It's kind of nice. To
Oh, what a
see.
turn of events.
How the turn
I'm
take-
going to cast Magic Missile,
Okay,
and I'm specifically trying to hit it in the head.
with all 3 bolts.
Yes.
Okay, well,
I
since
think
you can't miss, roll for damage. I believe you roll, yeah.
Yeah. It was taking forever to load. I don't know why. Yeah.
Its skull is heavily damaged, and the entire top half of it is missing. So it's mostly just like the jaw left.
Oof.
But it's kind of like shaking, like it's almost, the magic's almost falling apart, but not quite.
Carton does the, like what the fudge thing with his arms in the air.
Shrug.
Like, come on! I don't know if it's a shrug. Seriously?
Well, all I'm trying to do is kill the skeleton.
Thank you.
Alright.
You could have aimed for its chest.
It doesn't have a chest.
Oh, you're right. It's ribcage. I'm sorry. I'm not anatomically correct.
I'm done.
So Django, your turn.
I cast Mind Send on that skeleton.
Oh, well, how nice. Torrin's gonna walk over and smack. No, I'm just kidding. No.
Honestly, well, no, I guess, never mind. So it needs to make a
What?
wisdom saving throw.
What? Say it.
Nothing.
Say it.
Nothing.
All right.
Doesn't it have disadvantage since its head is missing?
I was going to say I don't know if that would actually work on it, but I guess technically it still has a mind. It's just not a physical one. And I actually, it doesn't even need to roll because it only has 1 health left, and even halved, it's
Half
estimated up back to 1. So no matter what, it was
Yes.
going to take 1 damage.
Yes, I killed it with mind powers.
So yeah, it kind of falls apart, the rest of its skull shattering into pieces.
All the other bones are fine, just skull.
Well, the skull was cracked from being blown apart. The magic was just keeping what was left of it together.
Yeah.
So, yeah. All three skeletons are dead.
Yay!
And all of their
Save
bodies,
the day.
except for one of them, all of their bodies are in perfect condition except for the head.
Perfect.
Are the heads at least like decent? Like the ones that were frickin' what is it called?
Stabbed, put on a stick.
Frickin' spiked. I don't know. Yeah, the ones that were on a stick.
Let's see, you used your short sword. They have a decent sized hole through them. So not
He'll
great
take
condition.
one.
They're also on Torn's sword skewered. It's up to him if he gives you one.
Oh.
I have one.
Pay me 5 gold.
Have any gold? I've got 1 gold.
Okay, I'll take the 1 gold then. I'll give you both.
Oh.
Oh?
To take the skeleton's weapons.
Speaking of which, I was going to say I want to do a search on them.
What?
I would like
I would
to
also
loot
like
the
to search them.
bodies. I would like to loot the bodies.
Does Torn want to try and loot the bodies as well?
I will loot one of the bodies. I'm not gonna say I'm able to loot. Yeah, I'll loot one of the bodies. Sure.
Okay, Torn, Chen, and Karton get there first and each loot one body. Since Jingo was a bit further away, he does not get there before other people loot, but he can still check the bodies after the others. Those who did get there first, each roll investigation. So, Torin and Shen find their short swords, and they seem to kind of be rusty. They were wearing kind of like tattered clothes, and Torin finds 2 gold and
Wait, 2 what?
2 gold coins
Oh, okay, cool. Thank you.
and 4 silver coins.
Cool.
Chen finds 2 gold coins and 1 silver coin. And Karton finds nothing.
I attempt to loot the same body Karton looked over.
Roll investigation.
I find what?
Nothing.
Ah, wonderful.
Do you still want a skull, Carton?
Yes. I
Okay.
appreciate-
Give me 5 silver then.
Jingo, you find 1 silver.
Yay.
Give me a second. All of just reminding what I said last time, that you guys fought skeletons and didn't have to run away immediately. You can kind of sell some of their bones at the City of Light to the Light Keepers for kind of like, payment for keeping the area safe type stuff.
Dang.
Cool.
If Lena was
Can I
here,
s- can I
we could ask
smash
for where the
all-
nearest.
What was that?
No, you go ahead.
I heard what he said. I was asking what you said.
Like, can I smash them apart? Like pull the bones apart to pile them in my bag?
I mean, since the magic is gone, it's just a pile of bones, essentially, in clothes, so you would be able to fit them in your bag as they are. And when I say that their bones can be sold, I mean, if you put it in your inventory, it would just be 1 for each skeleton. Just write magical bones.
Okay.
Like what Torin already has, just
Mm-hmm.
1 added for each. Well, I'm assuming the people if you guys want to take them, you would have
I'll
to
take
either
it.
fight over the corpses or whatever. I'm just saying, if you guys take some bones, You would just write
Oh.
1 magical bones for each corpse that you take from. I probably worded that wrong, but do you guys understand?
Yeah,
Kind of.
it's 1 magical bones, just like the whole skeleton.
Yeah. At least the magical
I-
parts.
Yeah, I will take as many as the others let me.
I would like 1.
So yeah, you take 1 since you were there first. Does Torn try and take any?
No, I think Torn's just not gonna take any.
And Carton, are you gonna try and take any bones?
Yeah.
Okay, so each Jingo, Carton, and Chen get 1 skeleton magical bones inventory item. I don't know how else to say that, but yeah.
Yep. 1 magical bones.
I'm going to move the party back to the map.
I want to go back to the cave I found.
Okay. Are you going to tell anyone, or just go there on your own?
I'm gonna go there on my own.
Okay. And what is everybody else doing?
So Torn's gonna turn to Carton and Chen and just be like, so what exactly is the game plan here, guys?
Well, did you find anything?
I did not find anything.
Carton
I
did.
found a dangerous, medium-sized crevice to explore, but dangerous, as I said.
I yell back toward them. Guys, I found a hole.
In the ground?
In the sky.
Yes.
Torn's gonna walk
No,
over
it's
to...
in the sky.
Oh, okay. Torn's gonna start walking over to Jingo.
Okay, was there, so before anyone else gets there, was there a reason you wanted to go there alone first, Jingo, or?
No, just he didn't care. He just started walking off on his own.
Okay. Does everybody go to his hole?
Yep.
Or, okay.
No, I refuse
Yes,
to go
come
down
to
the
my hole.
safe way. Yeah. Yeah.
You refuse to shop at Safeway? Is that what I heard?
I think so. Sounds about right.
Totally what he meant.
I don't want to get sued right now, so I'm not going to say anything.
I'm joking. So yeah, you guys get to the hole, and sure enough, it's, as I said before, a decent-sized hole that doesn't look too steep to climb down. And it looks like it enters the cave system.
Alright. Ladies first, anybody? Or who wants to go first, seriously?
I walk in. Just.
Oh,
I imagine you said that in character.
What was that?
I imagine he said ladies first in character.
Yeah.
I just start walking in without hesitation, but I don't say anything.
I mean, if there's no ladies to go first, then...
Well,
I'm joking, I'm joking. So, what order do you guys go in?
I go first.
I guess Torn will go second.
I'll go third.
Okay.
So, if I got this correct,
Okay.
it's Jingo, then Torn with 2 N's, then Chen, then Carton?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
I guess.
So, eventually you guys do find your way to a little bit deeper. You're probably going for about a minute until you find a fork in the road. Roll perception.
You said a what?
A
A
fork,
fork
in the road.
in the road.
Oh my gosh, my
Oh.
perception. Bad.
So,
The people in the back.
Yeah.
Chen can kind of feel, or can see a little bit further down one of the passageways, and it looks like it kind of narrows further down. Karton can see literally everything, and it appears that way that Chen looked like it narrowed, he can see that's actually leads to a dead end.
I
And the
start
other
walking
way.
down that one.
Pardon?
I start walking down the one that leads to a dead end.
Okay.
Because I don't know any better.
I'm just gonna say, roll a 1d2, and I'll tell you which way you're going down.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you're going down the dead end.
Yes.
And meanwhile, Karton can see a very faint light very distantly down the other direction.
Other way.
What?
Going the wrong way.
No, I'm pretty sure this is the right way.
I would
Alright,
trust
enjoy the
Karton over
wall.
you. Well, guess we can let him make his own mistakes.
So does Jingo
It
keep
is-
going down that path?
I mean, for now, I'm I'm convinced that what I saw is good.
And what is everybody else doing?
I mean, Torn's gonna step aside and be like, "Hey, Karton, if you see something this way, why don't you lead the way? Because I can't see anything."
Yeah, I concur.
Wait, why did we have the two people that don't have dark vision in the
Yeah,
front?
That's actually a good question.
Yeah, that is a really
That's
good
a
question.
good question.
I'd
don't
like
know
to
how
point out
support.
that they had that at least one of them lit a torch now, but when you were looking
Oh,
for the
true.
cave the second time. So it's not like incredibly stupid to let them go first. But it's also not a genius plan either.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's alright, because now we have Karton in the front. Right, Karton?
Maybe.
Hopefully.
So
So I guess I'm leading now.
all right, and so Jingo's still going off on his own.
Yeah, I mean, I'd kept walking down that direction.
Okay. Could you give me a dexterity saving throw and everybody else roll perception again?
Sure.
Ugh.
When you're in caves,
Yes!
you hear you fall.
I didn't roll horribly this time.
I only needed a dexterity saving throw from Jingo. I needed a perception from everyone else.
Yeah, that's what happened, isn't it?
Torin rolled. Oh, wait. Oh, Karton.
Yeah.
Karton sent his message, so while I was looking at Jingo, I read dexterity save, but then it swapped with Torin's. I was like, oh.
Oh, okay. I was like, wait, what? I thought I did perception.
I was really confused. So
Yeah, I can imagine why.
okay, so Karton hears kind of like a whoop sound, and
He ducks immediately.
nothing else seems to happen. You just heard that sound, and
Okay.
nobody else sees anything. Jingo, you're out of the picture for the moment. I will describe things later.
I found something that only Daphne would find.
So, does the rest of the party keep going down their direction?
Yeah. Except for Torn's gonna be like, "Hey, why did you?" Oh, wait. We didn't. Did we all hear the whoosh noise, or was it
Nope, just
Kartan?
Karton.
Okay. Well, Torn's gonna be
Wait.
like, Kartan,
I
why
was
did
holding
you?"
a torch. What happens to the torch?
As I said, I'll describe what happens to you later.
All right. Well, Torn is gonna be like, "Hey, Kartan, why did you duck for a second there? Look kind of
Fishers.
what?"
Cave fishers.
Okay. That's okay. I don't know what else to say. I'm not really sure. I guess we could just keep going.
Okay. So you guys, following the faint light that Karton saw, after going past a few more forks, eventually find your way to a ladder that seems to be going into a lit room. Down a little. And the entire time you guys have been slowly going further down in the cave.
Does this remind you of the time that we cut off a bunch of people's fingers?
I mean, in some ways, maybe. But I'd rather not think about that night.
Ever again?
Yes. Pretty much never, yes.
Right.
Well, I mean, let's just see what's up. See what's above this ladder first.
I'd like to point out that since you separated from Django, Torn could only see once you got to the ladder again. Just thought I'd mention that.
Okay. Well, why then?
So, you guys go down the ladder? Or do you try and look down the ladder or something?
Probably look down it.
Wait, oh, it's a ladder going down?
Yeah.
I thought it was a ladder
Oh.
going up.
I
Oh,
thought
my
it said
bad.
Up too.
My bad.
Yeah.
It's a ladder going down, and as I said, you guys have been going down this entire time as well.
Okay. Does anybody want to, maybe light it up a little? Like, say...
As I
throw
said,
a
down the
fireball?
ladder is lit.
Oh, it is lit? Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. Yeah, Torn's gonna turn to Kartan and be like, "Hey, why don't you, peek over and see if there's anything down there?"
Okay. He
So
peeks
you try
over
and
and
peek
tries
down the
to see
hole?
what- Yeah.
Go ahead and roll acrobatics to see if you can do it without falling down the hole. Okay, since there's a decent amount of thick rock between where you are and where it opens up into another room, it was a little difficult, but you managed to get into a good position to look down there. And you see a rather large empty room, except for a few torches and at least one door and another cave that you can't see where it leads. Roll investigation really quickly.
Okay. Let me.
There's also a lot of marks of dust and stuff. Well, areas where there's less dust and all that suggests there was a lot of crates and whatnot in here somewhat recently, but they are no longer here.
I relay this information to my party members.
Okay. Okay, so there's no one in there, is what he's saying?
Yes, there's no one in there.
Well, guess it's safe to go down then.
By the way, what happened? What happened to the blood guy? What
He
happened to the blood
wanted
guy?
to be his own person and left us.
Right. Okay.
What guy?
Have we considered the possibility that we've just been played, and that he's now alerting whoever happens to run this hideout?
This is why I say we should not go down tunnels into caves. Nothing good is here. Nothing good lives here.
Didn't you come from not a cave, but somewhere down below?
Exactly. Exactly.
Do you trust him? No.
I mean, well, I mean, let's not ask all these questions. No.
More than you just Jingo.
Wow. That's fair. Well, I don't know, guys. We could go back, but maybe we should see what happened to Jingo, too. Before we go down there.
Yeah, let's just make sure we're not being sold out.
So do you go back to the path that he went down?
Yeah.
Roll survival. To see if
I'm
you
not
can
trying to go all the way back up. I'm just trying to go to the fork.
Well, this was the first fork you came across, and as I said, you've gone through several forks since then.
Oh, never mind then. Never mind.
Okay.
Wait, roll what?
I was saying roll survival to see if you remember which paths to take to get back.
Oh, okay.
If you still want to do that. Yeah, you managed to find your way back. Actually, no, you don't. Unless someone else unless you light something, like some sort of light. But
Somebody have a torch.
the only one who had a torch was Jingo, and Jingo is no longer with you guys right now.
Oh.
Jingo is no longer with us. He has moved on to a better place.
Jingo has left the party.
Are you still going to try without a light source, or?
I mean, I'm not. But maybe someone with dark vision could do it.
I'm not hearing anyone stepping up, so.
Yeah, I'm not either. Okay, I guess, I don't know. Or we could just wait here. How did we go, like, really, really deep? Like, could we potentially, like, try to yell to Jingo?
You could potentially try and yell, but considering it's a cave, it would echo
Oh.
a lot.
Alright, so we're going to operate as though Jingo has left this plane of existence. Alrighty.
We're just gonna leave him?
He's doing his own thing right now. Okay.
Okay.
How about we go down? How does that sound to everyone?
Sure. Lead the way.
Oh, I've got a hooded lantern if you want to do that. Is that a no?
I don't know. I mean, we could. What's the party consensus here?
I'm heading down the hole, but if you want to use one of my only hooded lantern, you can.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I'll probably just let you have it.
I didn't care about Jingo that much.
Wait, what did you say?
You didn't care about Jingo that much.
Well, I mean, we already. Shen and I were talking about going down the hole, so now it's like, I don't know.
I'm joking with you.
No, I know.
So you guys all go down the hole.
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe so.
Give me a second. I definitely didn't have a plan for this to be somewhere else at all.
We believe you.
This
Don't
was
worry.
definitely made for today's session.
Yeah, well,
Not
I'm sure.
reused for something you guys totally avoided spectacularly earlier on in the campaign.
We believe you. Don't worry. 100%.
So, I am now going to say what happened to Jingo from his perspective. As you went down the path that led to a dead end, eventually you came across, eventually the floor just fell out from under you. It was very quiet and was a very well-made trap. And after sliding down kind of like a chute for a little while, you find yourself in a cell of sorts. But unlike most cells, there's two metal doors, one on each side of the room.
Interesting.
You should be able to see yourself on the map.
Yeah, if I go look for myself.
What was that?
If I go looking. Oh, there we go. That was farther away than I thought it was.
So yeah, that's where you are.
Was my dexterity save for damage?
I mean, it
for
did
where
make
I
it so
came
you
out?
landed after falling out of the chute into the room. You successfully landed. However, it was a very well-made trap, and you would have needed to roll better to dodge it entirely.
Yeah.
So, not long after you fall into the room, well, actually, do you want to do anything in this room?
Test the doors.
They're both metal and locked.
Get the doors to attack me so I can so I can melt them.
The hellish rebuke.
The door rolls for unarmed. It succeeds. You take 10 damage now. Yeah, no, doors don't attack you.
No. I searched the room.
Roll investigation. So you find that there's kind of like scratch marks going through this room, and probably a decent amount of people walked through here not too long ago, going from the south door to the north door.
South and north by my own perspective.
They went from down to up there,
Yeah.
from your perspective. Does that make sense when I said that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Other than that, it doesn't. It seems like this room is meant to keep people that tried sneaking in from leaving. So you can't really find anything of use. Just that bit of information.
Can I try to get back into the hole?
It's on the ceiling. You fell down into the room. So it's a little too high. It's a decent sized ceiling. Or decent
Okay.
height to the ceiling.
I don't know. I guess I sit for a little bit and contemplate options.
After about a minute, a small slot in this door down here opens and you see someone's face peek in. What are you doing here? Who are you?
I've come to have an audience with your master.
Do you know who my master is?
George.
He closes the thing.
Do I not get to roll for deception?
Sure. You know what? Go ahead and roll. Roll for deception. Give me a second while I roll for insight. I accidentally did the wrong command. That's weird. Try that again. Okay. Oh, because I accidentally rolled as the camera, meaning everyone can see that.
I didn't see it.
Well, it doesn't matter either way. I mean, everybody could see it if they looked at the stream, but don't.
I'm gonna look at the stream now.
If you want to watch my stream, feel free. I need more viewers. I'm
shameless plug, what? Or shameless plug?
Watch me on Twitch TV. Gaming. I don't know.
D&D.net.
It's weird. I was watching it.
Twitch.tv/gaming the good life. No spaces. Don't forget it. I'm joking.
Subscribe now.
Yes, subscribe. I don't know if you can, but do it and give me money. That's
Or
definitely how
whatever it
this
is.
works.
Whatever it is, the Twitch Prime or whatever. I don't know.
Follow me. Yeah.
But yeah, follow.
Follow me. I need 50 followers to start getting money from this.
Yes.
Yeah. So, the guy kind of takes a look at you and I don't actually know who just followed me. Thanks, Cohen. So the guy kind of looks like he believes you're telling the truth, but he sighs, "You entered the wrong cave. No one by that name here."
Oh, sorry. Could you take me to the right cave?
If you drop all your weapons and put them in that corner and come over here to the door, I can help you get out of here.
Should I roll insight?
Sure, go ahead and roll insight.
Yeah, I feel like I want to roll insight against that. Okay, I dropped my weapons in the corner.
Insight has nothing to do with just doing what someone tells you. It just has to do with believing them. Speaking of which, you totally believe he's telling the truth.
Yeah, I believe wholeheartedly that he's going to help me. I drop all my weapons in the corner and walk to the door. Just
Okay.
the great sword and the
this door
physical
down
crossbow, though. Yeah, just the great sword and the physical crossbow, though. I don't drop any of the ammo out of my bag. And I put them in that corner.
No, he pointed towards that corner over there.
Okay, then I do that corner.
He says, "And the ammo." Those can be rather pointy. I just like to avoid any unwanted.
Oh, right.
circumstances.
Sorry. I go put the ammo down.
I mean, I just want to say he saw you had a crossbow, so clearly you have ammo.
Yeah.
So you put it in the corner and then go to the door.
Yep.
Give me a second to reveal. The door opening. So on the other side is a man that's fairly well armed and looks decently tough, and you can sort of see someone else a little further in who is holding a leash, but you can't see what the leash leads to.
Interesting.
This what?
Nothing.
Okay. This guy approaches you and tells you to turn around. I just need to put some cuffs on you temporarily for my safety. I assure you, I'm not going to keep you here.
I understand. Before I turn around, I say, could you I point to the corner. Could you bring those with you? I would like to
Yeah,
have
don't
those
worry.
when I'm
I'll
done.
return them to you. I just, it's for my safety. I'm sure you are reasonable.
I hold my hands in front of me.
Okay, he handcuffs you. And I'd like to point out that no matter what campaign, I seem to always be imprisoning you.
Yeah.
Be it Josh's or mine.
Basically.
I think you just have a natural draw towards being handcuffed.
Yeah.
So yeah, he handcuffs you and kind of starts to lead you further in, and give me a second to reveal more.
Did he or that other person grab my weapons?
After you get through, the other man's going to go back and grab your weapons.
Okay.
I can only do so many things at once. Give me a second to reveal things.
I thought we couldn't give you seconds.
Well, I can ask for them nonetheless. If you guys develop a way to give me seconds, eventually all these seconds will add up. Because no one's telling me no, so I expect to be given these seconds as soon as you find out a way to give me them.
Yeah, it'll add up to a minute.
Hey, if I can add a minute just that I can spend at any time, just like pause time for that long, is pretty useful.
Yeah, I guess
I
that's
mean,
true.
pause time for a minute. You kind of pause time forever, because time is paused.
For
Let's
you,
not
it would
get into
appear.
that.
It would be
Anyway.
like Inception. What if you pause time when you inside of pausing time? Okay, no, sorry. Moving on.
So the man kind of leads you over here, and then the other after the dog, which by the way, there's a dog. That's what was on the end of the leash. Actually, it seems more like a tamed wolf. It sniffs you, and then kind of sits down, and the guy drops the leash and goes and grabs your stuff, and then comes back and picks the leash back up. Do you try doing anything, or just kind of wait and let them do?
I try to pet the dog.
He
the
lets
tamed
you,
wolf
and
thing.
the wolf sniffs your hand. Roll for animal handling. You manage to kind of like give it the right signals, and it doesn't try and bite your hand.
Okay, that's
And
good.
For
And then
now,
I guess I do that while he's getting my stuff, and then when he comes back, I stand up and say, "Okay, let's go."
the two start to kind of lead you further in. Give me a moment. And as you pass by, you see into that other room that I now have to reveal.
Okay.
And it's about this time that the party comes into here. So, now that the rest of the party's in here, is there anything you guys would do in the few seconds before the convoy reaches you?
Well, in a few seconds, no, not really. I'd just be kind of looking around.
First off, can we hear them coming?
You can roll perception.
I'm going to do that.
Okay. You can hear the sound of the leash, but you're not quite sure what the sound is. It's kind of like some metal jangling in the distance.
Would I be able to go here and kind of stealth, maybe?
The cave's not perfect. There's a few like stalactites and stalagmites. If I say both, they don't need to worry. So yeah, you can find some to hide behind along the edge of the cave.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll for stealth.
I'm going to go. Okay.
Stalagmite for magma, which is under the ground.
Well, there's both, so where the edges of the cave, you can kind of hide behind a mix of both. So yeah, you hide pretty well. Anyone else want to do anything, Torin?
Yeah. I mean, I guess first of all, because Carton didn't say anything about the convoy, did he?
As I said, he only could hear some jangling of metal.
Oh, okay.
But
Well,
if you want to roll perception as well, you can.
yeah, I think Torin's gonna roll perception, see what he can see or hear. Oh my gosh.
I mean, you see the room. You hear. Actually, you don't even hear Carton stepping.
Okay,
it appears
well,
this room is made of room.
Yeah,
yes,
very
it is.
accurate.
In here.
I don't even know where Carton went. Well, yeah, right now, Torin's just gonna, I mean, he's just gonna start looking around.
Okay, so it's about this time that the convoy starts coming into the room, and yeah, like that. And you first see the dog entering, and then you see the second man and Django, and then yeah. So they kind of come around.
Well.
Noah.
Pardon?
Like,
What?
I've made a mistake.
I've made a mistake?
Another dog? Another dog?
As long as Rena isn't here, nobody has to know.
What's going to happen?
Chen's here, don't worry, it will not survive.
True.
Yeah.
You know,
Oh, jeez.
true. We don't need another dog, though. We already have two.
I'm joking anyways. The one in front kind of drops Jinga's stuff and moves in front. What are you doing here?
Well.
Hey, don't
look
drop
at the
my
cat
sword.
there.
What was that?
I said, hey, don't drop my sword.
Everybody roll perception really quickly.
Well, I did a little better. Oh, wow.
Carton with the criticals.
Man, yeah.
Well, the
Uh,
stealth wasn't critical. That was actually -2. It was like an 18.
Yeah, I thought that was a critical for some reason.
But he did crit on perception.
Yes, you did crit on perception. Both Carton and Jingo noticed that the dog, kind of growled a little very quietly and pointed its head in Carton's general direction, and then the guard that was addressing you seems to kind of eye the area Carton's in.
Did the dog roll perception?
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Moving on. So what was your guys' what was your guys' response?
Well, we're here for your annual cave inspection.
Yes.
Totally.
Roll deception.
And Torin is helping me, right,
I was
Torin?
gonna say, can I like assist him? And be like, yeah, we're here. For
Yeah, that's
cave
fine. Go ahead.
inspection.
Roll deception.
Okay.
Give me a second. He kind of looks at you, a little confused, and then he motions towards where Carton is. Says, "Well, then why is your buddy hiding?"
Well, he's not hiding. He's investigating the stalagmites because we have to make sure that they're.
No,
Right.
stalactites.
No, I'm pretty sure the mites
Stalagmites-
are the ones on the bottom.
Yeah, stalagmites are on the ground,
Yeah.
stalactites are on the ceiling.
Okay, we're investigating all of them.
Because they can't be too pointy, and there's a certain base size that they have to have. And so he's already begun the inspection.
Well, that makes sense. So are you guys here from the head office?
You could say that.
I didn't realize we were going to get an inspection, but you said it was annually, right?
It's a new policy, so they're just trying to get this rolled out right now.
Oh, I see. Yeah, they have been a bit more cautious with those safety issues these days, especially after Dave died last week. Really gruesome.
Oh. Wow.
I just like lay my handcuffed, like one of my handcuffed hands on his shoulder. So sorry about Dave.
Yeah, the guard kind of nods, like, yeah, real shame. So, why weren't we notified
you
that
guys
you'd
can
be
just-
coming here to investigate?
Well, you see, this is supposed to be an inspection, so we need to see what things would look like under normal circumstances and not give you any time to make things more appropriate. Does that make any sense?
Yeah, that makes perfect sense. Don't worry, I understand. Well,
So what are you guys up to?
We found this guy. He wandered into one of our traps, but he seems like a pretty nice guy. We were just going to let him out and tell him to not enter these caves again. He really shouldn't be wandering through these caves. They're not safe, as you
Yeah,
guys are fully aware.
Yeah, no, absolutely. You can't have random people just walking through the cave system.
Yeah. You really should put warning signs up around, but I guess that'd give away the position.
Yes, but
Maybe some
know,
fake
you-
blood stains or something.
yeah, that is a good idea. I will remember that. Yes.
He kind of seems excited, thinking that he might get a promotion or something.
Oh yeah. What's your name?
Oh, my name? It's Steve.
Steve. Alrighty.
This is cruel.
No, his
You know,
name-
that's the end of the
No.
campaign. We are now the cave inspection team.
Yep.
I don't think Carton would agree to that.
Also, his name's Steve, so he deserves everything he gets.
Just because his name's Steve.
Yes, I don't trust Steves. They're horrible. Sorry to any Steves that listening, but I don't like you. You stole my cats. And I know you
Hey.
did it.
So this may derail things. But
Nah,
I
it's
feel like
fine.
I have
Don't worry
to do
about it. Don't worry. I can deal with this. I mean, this wouldn't be
turned
the
to-
first time the party's gone into a random cave and convinced a group that they're inspecting them.
Yeah.
It's just the other time ended poorly with things related to fingers. Yeah.
So I turned to the guy that first saw me, and I
He's the guy
tell
behind you.
him, yeah. All right, I forgot that I should do this.
Do
I say, look, I'm sorry. I thought they weren't gonna want to tell you that we were inspecting these caves, but I felt like I had to try and maintain the surprise. So that's why I didn't tell you I was with them, inspecting the caves.
roll deception. Oh yeah, that makes sense. He starts to take off the handcuffs. Oh,
Wow.
feel free to pick your weapons back up. You can understand it's for our safety. But I wouldn't want you wandering around here investigating. It's just the other day, I swear I saw an owlbear. Don't want to wander into those.
I'll make sure to note that down. Maybe we can get a team in here to kill them.
Oh, that'd be great.
And I pick up my weapons and walk over to the group.
How was that trap, by the way? As Jingo walks up, I'm asking him, how was the quality of the trap?
I was top tier. I barely managed to keep my footing. I didn't even notice it. They did a really good job on it. And I turned back to Steve and I give him a huge thumbs up and a grin.
Steve kind of like nods back to you, like in a friendly way. And then the one who was behind you, who's not Steve, whose name you still have not gotten, the one who took off your handcuffs. He says, "Oh, that was made by London the other day. He connected that one to the rest of the chutes leading to the cell. He did a really great job. I swear that guy could have been an engineer if he wanted."
Wow, you should mark that down, Chen.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
And what's your name, sir? You were really good on your prisoner talk.
Oh, yeah. Sorry about that. How rude of me. My name is. Man, I'm having to come up with a lot of names. Why do you guys do this to me?
John.
Yeah, John. Yeah, his name.
Generator.
But his friends call him Johnny.
Yeah, John. So, yeah, he responds with John. I didn't get your guys' names.
Oh, I'm Jin. Nice to meet you.
My name is Phil.
My name is
He's Red. And then...
yeah, with 2 D's.
Oh god. Oh god.
Yes.
And does Carton respond, or?
I'm just astonished that this dog rolled higher than 23.
Oh, he critically
Okay.
succeeded.
I'm not. Ugh. But wait, hold on. But that's like saying if I critically succeeded on a strength check and I rolled an 18 versus like a barbarian and they rolled a 25.
So a critical
Still, I'm
success.
stronger than the barbarian.
A critical success, no matter the modifier, is always a success unless it's against a critical success. And since you didn't critically succeed, even though it was less, it was still automatically a success.
Okay.
This makes sense.
That was such a good roll, though.
It was. But it's also a dog, and dogs have pretty good senses, so...
It makes sense.
Cats
Yeah.
have better.
Oh, no thank you.
So,
Fudge.
I want... well, sorry, yeah. How do you respond, Carton? Do you respond, or do you keep inspecting the stalagmites?
He keeps inspecting the stones.
Okay, I want Chen and Torin to roll deception.
Alrighty. Both of us, or?
Yeah, since you both lied about your names.
Okay.
I feel like Chen should actually be at disadvantage just because I said Chen.
Oh, I've taken that into consideration. Don't you worry. Give me a second. I need to roll. So,
I only give a half truth about my name.
yours was close enough. I wasn't gonna bother. The others, especially Chen, were complete lies. So, one of the guards looks between Torin and Chen. I don't know. That guy just called you Chen. Are you lying with me? Oh, is this part of the inspection? Are you trying to see if we would catch on?
Yes, we are, and you passed with flying colors. Congratulations.
And by the way, the one who noticed was John, and he kind of like nods to himself approvingly, like, "Yeah, I just succeeded. Here comes the promotion."
So cruel.
We should just kill them later to put them out of their misery.
Yeah, totally.
So
Or
how
we take
many?
John with us.
So, okay, really quickly, could I have everybody roll insight really quickly? I know I said quickly twice. I want it double the speed, just like how I wanted Torn to do double the speed when he said he was good.
There we go.
So, Chen is not exactly sure. Karton has no clue what their motives are, but Torn and Jingo think that they're probably just generally good people. They didn't want to hurt them, and they really were going to let Jingo out.
Interesting.
What about my role? Do I get anything different?
I'm just saying that you and Torn can both tell that you're pretty sure they're just good people.
Oh, okay.
Both of you rolled high enough, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
They have
I
no
figured.
ill will towards you.
Not yet. Not until we kill their dog. No.
Sweet.
Really
Okay.
quickly, could I have each of you privately message me in Discord what you want to do if you want to... Sorry, let me reword that. What your attitude towards them is in your mind. Like, are you
Yes,
aggressive
yes.
towards them mentally, or are you, like, just as friendly? Are you planning on killing them, basically, is what I'm asking for.
Okay.
Remember, there's the private chats and dungeons and dice and doggos, so...
Oh yeah, you're right.
This is mainly so that they can roll insight to see what your guys' personal views in this is.
Makes sense. Since we wouldn't be able to talk to each other unless we all had telepathy or something.
And there are actually races that have telepathic communication.
Yeah. I don't doubt it. I just didn't. I know none of us do, but not that I know.
I keep spelling inspection wrong.
I think I've gotten a response from everyone but Damien. That was not meant to single him out. I just was trying to confirm. Damien,
I don't know
dare
how
you
to
not-
word this. Okay.
Feel free to use like a longer sentence. I just need to know your personal motives.
This is just going to sound weird the way I wrote it.
Steal
That's fine,
everything,
feel free to
stabby,
send it.
Just
stabby,
going to have
win.
to deal with it.
I feel like I was pretty close.
Okay. They all seem to think you guys are pretty friendly. That seems to at least be what their disposition tells you. And I'm still going off the insight rolls from before. So, yeah, continue talking with them. Was there, or investigating?
So Torn is gonna be like, so, how have things been going here?
Well, as I said, I'm sure you guys have heard about Dave, or guy.
Yeah.
Our condolences about that again.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
Thoughts and prayers.
Worst part was his family was really upset, but I mean, he knew what he was getting into in this line of work.
Yes, don't we all? Unfortunately.
Other than that, morale's in pretty good standing because of the success of the dragon subjugation. That was a really tough fight.
I can imagine dragons are hard to fight.
Yeah, especially when they're corrupt. Whew.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Oh boy.
Yeah, but you guys did some good work out there. Another step on the road.
Yep. Every step towards success is good in our line of work.
Yep.
Sad the casualties from that, but
Yes.
nobody that went wasn't prepared for it.
Yeah, I mean, casualties were unfortunately inevitable with that kind of conflict, though.
And think of the amount of people that would have died if we hadn't taken care of it.
Exactly, yes.
No.
So.
And could you tell us where is Dave's family so we can pay them our condolences personally?
Say that again?
Where is Dave's family so we can pay our condolences to them personally?
Oh, they just live in give me a second, I need to remember the name I wrote.
I think it was Dripwood.
Dripwood Village. Yeah, so we've already sent them the official and all of his friends, of course. So they've.
Yes.
I don't want to say, like, if you knew Dave, feel free to give them your condolences, but it's probably best to just leave it to friends of the family for now.
That makes sense. We don't want to make things worse for them.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Always a bad memory. But,
Thinking in my mind, yes, now we know that he lived in the village.
So, given all the casualties that occurred recently, what's your current staff level at?
pretty low. We just have some basic guards and people to maintain the facility, but most of them went to most of the people that even usually are here for guarding went down to the lower levels to HQ. It's so relatively low. I think right now there's only 5 of us. Yeah, I think that's the right number. 5 of us.
You guys are doing good for the relatively low staff.
You know
level.
what?
Yeah.
You guys know what that means? 50 fingers.
No. Oh no.
Do you say this in character, or is that a joke?
No, that's a joke. That's a
Okay.
joke.
Okay.
Oh no.
Here, Steve, John, why don't you go to the bunk room back there while we finish our inspection, and in case we run into any of your friends, I can go ahead and bring what is his name? And I point to the pet wolf thing.
Oh, his name's Bernard. I know it's not very creative, but
It's still a lovely name. Why don't I take Bernard here, and that'll show the people that we encounter that we're supposed to be here.
no, we need
we don't want them to worry, right?
we need to keep him near the room that you fell into, just in case something tries coming up from the Underdark. He generally can smell it before we can hear him.
I understand. Then, is there
Sorry,
anything like a...
before you continue, quick question for Karton. Do you give any response to them mentioning the Underdark?
Do you want like a facial response or a vocal response?
Well, I'm asking you, would your character have would he kind of jump startled? Would he have a face, like anything?
Yeah, he'd probably look up real quick.
Okay. One of the guards notices this and Actually, no, they don't. You're hidden behind the rock. What were you saying, Jingo?
I go ahead and ask John, is there like a badge or something that we could have temporarily just to show people?
How about I just go with you and Steve can take the dog and go back to the bunker? Or
I guess that works. I was kind of hoping that we could continue.
We didn't want to take up
inspection.
any more of your time than we absolutely needed to. You know, you guys have important work to be doing.
Don't
Very
worry,
important work.
But
don't worry,
but, you know,
we're
for the
used
sake
to
of
this. I mean, this is the main way to HQ, so we're used to getting people through here. It's protocol. One of us has to be with you. Just, you know, if someone else wanders in here, wouldn't want them, you know, to get attacked on sight if they're friendly.
And
Just standard procedure.
Makes
And
sense.
you get even better, John. Amazing work. We were hoping that you would mention the protocol.
Ah, he kind of smiles to himself again.
Oh my god, these
So cool.
Meanwhile, Steve takes Bernard and starts heading back to the other area.
Yeah.
So, do you want me to give you a tour?
if you wouldn't mind.
Okay.
Yes. Why don't we start back there where Steve and Bernard went?
Oh, yeah.
I believe there was a door that I didn't see open.
Oh yeah, that. I mean, both ways lead to the same area. So, unless you mean the other metal door from the cell you fell into, can't open that without more staff on hand.
I understand. Well, let's go further and get those other staff members to help us.
Oh, they're most likely down this way, and he kind of points down this hallway. They're likely playing cards or something. You know how it gets on these positions.
Yeah.
Kind of
Why
sit
don't you lead
around
the
all
way,
day.
John?
What was that?
Why don't you lead the way, John?
By the way, I forgot to mention he has both of the guards had like a small crystal hanging from their belts, light crystals.
Oh.
So you guys aren't feeling the effects of the darkness this close to him.
Yay!
Nice.
Hey, Red. How
Yeah.
about you and our other friend here stay and start working on this room?
Yeah, sure. We can do some checks and regulations and whatnot and all that. Sounds good.
John just kind
yeah,
of nods as if he understood what you guys are talking about.
Yeah. I walk over here and I kind of say to Steve, and remember, no peeking. This is supposed to be a surprise, okay?
Steve's already left the room. This is John.
Yeah. To talk to, to say to Steve real quick to stay over here while they finish their surprise inspection.
Sorry, did you say to stay over there? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
He nods and kind of like gives you a thumbs up.
I return
You're
the
so
thumbs up.
cruel. This was so bad.
This really is.
By the way, I forgot to ask, could you guys roll investigation?
Everyone?
Everyone. Except for Karton,
Do
if he's
what?
not looking at the guards.
No.
Uh-huh.
So,
will not be.
since you guys all rolled, except for Karton, since you guys all rolled successfully, Jingo, you were at advantage because of your class. You can all tell that he's a blood hunter. Except for Karton, as I said.
Okay.
Okay.
He's kind of wearing one of the official marks of one of the blood hunter groups. It's one that Jingo is not as familiar with, but he recognizes that it's a symbol of a blood hunter group.
I just had a brief thought of like walking past him and just whispering "Hail Hydra."
They're, they don't have anything like that. As from your point of view, as you know, not all blood hunters are bad. In fact, most aren't. They're just fighters that use a frowned upon method of training, strength, whatever.
Yeah.
They're not well liked by the Lightkeepers. Stuff like that. So he starts to lead you down the hallway since you said you wanted to gather the rest of the group.
Yeah. As we're walking, I ask him, "Hey, do you have any more of those little light crystals here? Some bugger broke mine on the way over."
Oh, yeah. Honestly, I was surprised that you guys didn't have any, but
Yeah, well, fortunately we were robbed on the way here.
oh, he kind of stops and looks at you guys. Are you okay?
Yes, no, but we were able to ward them off before they got too much, but unfortunately they did get the crystals.
Yeah, those things can be expensive. Good thing that we have someone who can recharge them. I can't imagine if we had to buy new ones every single time they ran out of power.
I know,
Yeah.
right?
But don't worry, we have a few extras lying around just in case one breaks. You know how drop them and...
Yeah, they're so fragile. It's very frustrating.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's better than nothing, you know.
Yep.
But it's in the other room, so you'll see one soon enough. And
Thank you.
Great.
he goes over.
We can grab
and
one on our way past.
opens the door. He has to unlock the door first, and he kind of like does. Actually, roll perception for those who are near him.
Or what?
Perception, but you're not near him.
Okay.
And give me a second while I reveal. I keep saying give me a second. It's a bad habit.
It is a bad habit.
I mean, it's a
assume.
good habit. You just have people that don't like to give you seconds.
Give me your seconds. I need more time. I'm actually a devourer of time.
Oh my. What is this?
Another dog.
You know better. You know better.
So before he opens the door, Chen hears him do a like doot knock on it, kind of lightly, and then he starts unlocking and opening it. And when he does, you see two people sitting at a table with not a table, two boxes put together like a table. And they're playing cards, and there's a dog next to the crates, kind of eating from a food bowl. Hey guys, there's an inspection team here. We're just kind of looking around and making sure everything's safe. You know what? After what happened with Dave.
Just ignore us, so, pretend that we're not here. Just act as if we're not here, okay?
All right.
We'll finish our inspection. We'll be on our way.
One of them. Roll perception again, actually, really quickly.
Okay.
Really quickly.
Yeah, really quickly.
Ooh.
You notice one of them kind of like sits a little straighter, kind of makes himself look more presentable as stealthily as he can. But he's not very successful at hiding it. But yeah, he's holding himself a little higher, trying to look good in front of the inspectors.
I decided to ignore it.
Does Chen do anything, or just?
I'll raise an eyebrow.
He kind of blushes in an embarrassment, seeing you guys noticed. I can't believe I did that. He whispers under his breath, but you still hear it.
Yeah.
But he goes back to playing his cards.
I turn to John. So where are these crystals?
Oh, yeah.
I'd like to get one before I forget about it.
He points to this box over here. You can find a few
This
light
one?
crystals in there.
That one. Okay. I walk over and
Yeah,
I
I'm gonna go with
grab.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I want to see how many crystals are in there.
There's about 7 of them, but since they're relatively small, if they're not charged, they will probably not last too long.
Yeah.
But for now, you guys can use them.
I want to not trying to hide it and grab one for myself, and I guess it has a hook or something that I can hang it on my belt.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the same.
But
Just grab
I
one.
also want to try and grab 3 more stealthily.
Roll sleight of hands. Okay, you managed to hide it pretty well. Helps that your back's turned to them.
Yeah.
It doesn't help that, they emanate light, but there's enough light around you that you should be good.
Yeah. I just I had them in my bag.
I just imagine someone walking around with like a glowing backpack. And in case you're wondering what this is over here, it's kind of like a wall of boxes. It seems like they've been stacked to kind of make a wall of sorts.
Is there a reason that there are so many boxes here?
Oh yeah, the leader of the base just likes his privacy, and since we didn't have any spare quiet rooms, we just kind of made a wall for him.
Okay, that makes sense. Alrighty. Not the best way of doing that.
I put my hand on it and kind of wiggle it a little bit as if I'm inspecting how sturdy it is.
It's actually pretty sturdy. Doesn't seem like it'll fall over. But most of the boxes do seem to be empty, like they weren't in use.
Okay, I guess this is acceptable. But you gotta think, if someone threw a stray fireball in here, you gotta have clear escape routes.
Oh yeah, don't worry about it. The people back at HQ said it was fine.
Okay. We'll check on that when we get back.
Yeah, understandable. Sorry, I know it's your job.
I walk over to this object on the right.
It's a
but
well.
while I walk over there, I'm kind of looking around, maybe looking at the walls just to look like I'm inspecting, and then I want to, I guess, investigate the well.
Okay, roll an investigation.
It's a well.
Since you can't really see too far down it, it doesn't seem like it's anything too important. But you do hear the trickle of water, like there's a stream down there. So it's likely not just water that's sitting still. There's probably an underground river down there.
I want to go ahead and fill my water skin from it.
You have to use the bucket and kind of... Is that what you want to do?
Yeah.
Okay. Roll a athletics at advantage. So you once the bucket gets down there, since it's a stream, it kind of pulls, and luckily you had a good grip on it because it could have been yanked out of your hands. But you hold on to it, and if anything, it looks like you already knew that would happen because of your rolls. Only adding to the fact that you seem to have some previous knowledge about this place. And you managed to bring it back up pretty easily.
Okay.
Did that make sense?
I guess. It makes my lies more convincing, right?
Basically, but I meant the fact that that it's a stream down there, so it almost pulled the bucket out of your hands once it got down there.
Yeah, so a bad roll might have gotten John in.
Yeah.
Well, good thing it didn't. I filled my water skin and just set the bucket down on the ground with whatever water was left.
John says over, "Oh, we try to empty the bucket when we're done with it. You just don't want any still water sitting around. I know it's a hassle, but part of those new
It's a good policy
safety
to have.
precautions." What was
We've
that?
actually come from HQ with at least one new regulation. You don't have to empty it back down. It's hard enough to get the water in the first place, so you can leave it sitting here for a little while.
Oh, that's great to hear. Thanks. It's
But only for a couple hours. You don't want to leave it out too long still, though.
yeah,
Yeah.
of course. Yeah. So
Maybe set it on one of those boxes there, so the dog doesn't start drinking from it.
oh, don't worry.
I'm assuming.
They're well trained. They know not to.
Okay, that's good. Good to hear. And I keep walking toward like this spot, but then I look over here. Is this anything, or is it just like a little alcove?
It's a door.
Oh no, I see the door. I want to try and open that door.
John doesn't
Or
stop
actually-
you or even seem worried about
Okay.
it. And the door doesn't
said he
appear to be
doesn't?
locked.
He said he doesn't seem worried.
He doesn't seem worried. And as I said,
Okay.
the door doesn't seem locked.
I open the door.
Okay, give me a second. Problem with trying to make these caves look more natural is that I then have to reveal things in weird shapes.
Yeah.
So it appears to be an office of sorts, and in the center there's a training dummy and a guy that was training on it. It's kind of like swinging his sword to get near the training dummy, but not actually hitting it. Aiming for parts like the neck and body. Without looking back, he says,
Okay.
"Oh, did you need something? Is that John?"
No, John's back here. He's been showing us around. We're the surprise cave inspection. It's a new policy, annual type of thing. You understand?
I'm gonna want you to roll deception again.
Yeah. That's fair.
Oh!
Oh no. Do I have Chen helping me?
I needed to. I was about to say it when you rolled. I needed to say that before.
Honestly, you're
Yeah.
there with him, and you've kind of been doing that the whole time. So I was already taking that into account.
Oh, whew.
So sorry, yeah, I should have said roll deception at advantage. He
That's good.
kind of like nods his head. Yeah, that makes sense. Poor Dave.
Yes, our condolences for that.
Yeah, I was pretty close with him and his family, but he should have known better. I know it wasn't regulation at the time, but you know, this common sense safety for a reason.
Yeah, well, things happen.
It's
Unfortunately.
always a shame when you lose a good soldier.
Yeah. I mean, admittedly, sometimes I caught him slacking off, but who doesn't need a break every once in a while?
Yeah.
He walks over to his desk over here. What were your names? I need to write down everybody that comes through here.
I understand. I'm Jen, and this is Will.
No, Phil.
Oh, Phil.
He
thought you said
always
Will.
gets this wrong every single time. Can you believe this?
I'm sorry. It's just he says one thing, I hear another. They really should have picked a different person to work with me.
I understand. a while back they had someone in here with a stutter. It made things so confusing. You can't have someone with a stutter on a job that requires, perfect communication. This is a pretty serious job. But
Yeah, I know. You mind if we take a look around real quick?
oh yeah, no, go ahead. It's nothing to hide. And
By the way, we also have 2 other companions back at the entrance. Red and what was the new guy's name?
I think it was Will.
Was it Will? I think it. No, I think you're right. Actually,
roll deception again.
Oh my god.
I'll roll. I'll roll,
Oh, okay, yeah.
and you're gonna help me, right?
Yes, my finger's already hitting it. You can ignore that.
Oh my god.
You're so lucky that Chen said he was going to roll.
Yes, I am.
Oh my word. Okay. Alright.
We're ignoring that because again, Chen said he would roll.
Okay.
I know, and I'm
And
thinking
I-
my
You
lucky
were
stars.
so close there. So close to just
Yeah.
failing horribly. I still need that roll, Chen.
Yes.
Oh.
And I have help run this, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Alright, that was not better.
Oh, yeah, it's better than a critical failure. It brings our entire deception, our web of lies toppling.
2 critical failure.
Yeah.
He despite it not being a great roll and you guys messing up so bad, whenever I have to deal with a new guy, we try and do some icebreakers to get to know each other's names, but sometimes it just takes time. And
Yeah.
and if you pay attention on like a sheet that's very well formatted, and you can see there's a bunch of other names there as well. He adds on to it the 4 names you guys told him, and then like a date and time.
I just kind of walk over and point to Red's name on the sheet. Make sure you put 2 D's there.
Oh, I'm so
Good
sorry.
job. Yeah, his parents gave him 2 D's. I don't know why.
Well, your parents name you. You don't always get to choose. I mean, certainly you can change it, but something about
paperwork.
that's just not too easy.
Yeah.
He kind of like scribbles out red with 1 D, and writes like completely scribbles out that entry and does it again. Thanks for letting me know. They really like it to be detailed.
Yeah.
No, we understand.
And since I'm over here, since I had a good reason to do so, I'm going to look at his desk.
Are you looking for anything in particular or just in general?
I'm just looking to see what he has on there. Besides the ledger thing.
He has various. In general, it's just a bunch of ledgers and records of the things that have been stored here, people that have gone through, stuff like that. However, roll history. I feel like that's the most relevant roll. Yeah, you don't see anything that particularly stands out to you.
Yeah. I start, well, I guess there's nothing else to look at in the room except the training dummy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just
Well,
empty room with the training dummy and desk.
There's various pieces of furniture and stuff you might expect in an office, but I don't have props for everything.
Yeah.
But yeah, you've basically seen everything of interest.
I start walking back to the opening. Well, we'll continue our inspection, and if we need you, we'll come find you.
Oh, one more thing. Are you guys planning on heading to HQ after this? I need to mark if you're going back the way you came, or...
No, we have other places we need to go, so we'll probably head out.
Okay, so back the way you came.
Yep.
Yeah.
Writes down, like, village exit. Okay, well, do you need me to go with you, or just...
No,
No.
we'll have John showing us around.
Yeah, right, that protocol. Always hated that one, but yeah, necessary.
Yeah, it exists for a reason, and for a good reason. So, you know.
Yeah. Imagine if I didn't know that, like, if I didn't hear those guys playing cards out there, I would have assumed that you guys were intruders just walking in like that. Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah.
Well,
We probably should have brought John in with us. Here, why don't you come say hi? John, come here.
he walks in. Yeah, you need me?
Yeah, just, like, say hi to the big man.
Hey there. And
Yeah, John's been real great. You should probably give him a promotion.
He
and I
has
kinda-
done a great job so far with the entry protocols.
oh yeah, he
And
was
I
always
wanna-
really quick to pick up on those. He was already cruising for a promotion. Don't you worry.
I want to
John,
like hide,
smiling.
hide it from the chief person, but not from John. Just kind of gently nudge him and give him a wink.
He seems overly excited.
And Steve did a good job as well.
So
over by-
cruel.
What was that?
And Steve
This
did a
is
good
so-
job as well.
I'll mark it
Wait.
down. He still kind of needs to work over those safety protocols he broke. So
Yeah, there's still a
Yeah.
little room for work, but overall I thought he did a good job.
yeah, he's not exactly bad at his job. It's just, you know, still trying to get down those safety protocols. Some of them he doesn't really.
And London with that trap, that was top tier.
Oh yeah, that was a great job. I got a look at it. Would have tested it, but I have bad legs. Didn't want to take the fall.
Yeah, I understand. Well, we'll be on our way now.
All right. Any news from HQ I need to know about, or?
No, I mean, we weren't really given that much information in terms of messages. Our job here is more to report back to them rather than the other way around, you know?
Yeah, makes sense. After finishing writing on the ledger, he goes back to the training dummy. Is that all?
Yep, you have a good day.
All right, you too. Then he goes back to training. And John follows you guys.
Yeah.
So, how often is this ladder here used?
Oh, pretty rarely. It's backup escape. It leads to one of the houses in the village, but you know we can't use that all the time. Otherwise, people start catching on.
Yeah,
Right,
it's
and
good.
obviously-
You shouldn't use it all the time.
Pardon?
I was just saying, yeah, it's good. You shouldn't use it all the time.
So obviously, a lot of the village is already with us, but not everyone. And you have those travelers. You never know when someone's
Yeah.
going to pick up on too many people going in Laurel's house.
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
Um,
So is there anything between this door and the other door?
Oh yeah, that's the training room.
Oh, why don't we go ahead and see that?
Okay, go ahead. The door's unlocked.
I opened the door. I like how I just helped myself into the boss's office and then didn't want to try and go into the training room.
So you can see various blood hunter weapons around the room. Roll perception.
Wow, dead average.
You guys both notice that one of the weapons looks a little fancier than the others, and is set on one of the weapon racks all on its own.
Is it this one?
It would be this one in the corner over here.
I go to look at it. Can I try to see if it has any significance that I can see?
Roll Arcana and History. So you haven't heard anything about it, but you can tell that there's like a few magical ruins along the side of it.
Hey, John, this looks like a very good weapon. Does it have a name?
Well, it hasn't been handed out yet. It was found lodged in the dragon. They wanted us to keep it here just in case it was cursed or something, and wait for someone to come by and inspect it. Don't want to bring a potential living weapon back to HQ, you know how it is.
Yes, of course.
Yeah, I understand. Since we're here, Chen, why don't we go ahead and inspect it?
Oh, do you guys have the well, you guys are inspectors. Of course you have the inspecting license. So what am I talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I do have a question though. How often are these weapons cleaned and maintained?
Oh, very regularly. You do notice that they're all well polished and kept rather straight. You know, we need to have extras just in case, because never know if HQ is going to get attacked by those drow again.
Yep.
So it's always good to have backups. I remember early in the construction of HQ, the armory was attacked, and if we didn't have these backups, it would have been trouble for all the new recruits.
Yeah. So, yeah.
I have a goal in mind here.
Are you saying this out
want
loud
to-
or out of character?
To you as the GM.
Okay.
Like for my next choices, I am trying to quote unquote inspect the weapon and then tell him that it's dangerous and I need to take it from the premises because I want to keep it.
Okay.
I don't want to tell him I want to keep it, but I want to take the weapon.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll deception.
Now, hold on, before you do that, what I'm gonna do, can I just kind of subtly try and put my hand on my spell casting focus?
Sleight of hands.
Not stealth?
You can do either.
All right.
Yeah,
then
what
I'm
are you
going
doing?
I'm going to use a sorcery point to cast message as a subtle spell.
Okay. Who to?
To Jingo.
Okay. And I don't remember the specifics of the spell, but if I remember correctly, you tell him something in his head, right?
Yes, I can give him a message and then he can respond.
Yeah. So go ahead.
What's your plan?
Huh? I respond. I'm assuming it allows me to do it telepathically because of the
Yes,
spell.
this is telepathic. Yes.
Yeah. I want this weapon.
By the way, if you want to roll history and arcana, you can as well, Josh.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I doubt I'm gonna find anything, but you never know. Yeah.
We got reverse rolls.
Except the history roll's the harder one, so he doesn't really know anything about it. But it doesn't take a magical genius to tell that there's magical symbols, but only Jingo was able to tell that they were actual magic, not just someone pretending that they're magic.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
So,
In in that case, what I'm gonna do is say, yeah, we can do the inspection on the weapon, but just in case anything happens, I'm gonna ask you to leave the room. You can stand right outside the door.
Oh, yeah,
And
yeah.
Steve's on the other door, right?
Yeah. He's there.
So
Or he should be, at least.
we'll get you as soon as we're done, but just for the sake of safety here.
Yeah, of course. He turns around and goes out and closes the door behind him.
Okay.
How long? So I turn to Chen and like whisper to him, how long should we pretend to inspect the sword for?
Alright, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna take the sword, put it down, and we're both gonna sit between it. Just put it down in the middle of the room.
Okay. Hold on. I need to do something. Okay, I'm gonna be careful about this. Can I find like a piece of cloth or something?
There's various pieces of cloth usually used for cleaning the weapons and stuff.
Yeah, I grab one and use that like as a barrier between my hand and the hilt to grab it and put it on the floor. If it was an odd roll, I was just gonna straight up grab it with my bare hand and come what may.
Okay. So now we're gonna sit here for about somewhere around 10 to 15 minutes. And then we'll go grab John and tell him everything. And I'll do the talking.
Okay. You don't trust me after my roll.
No, it's because I've got a 7 and you've got a 3.
Yeah. I agree to the plan and sit and wait.
Alrighty, so we're gonna wait a few minutes here.
Okay, so are Red with 2 Ds and Will going to do anything?
What can we do? We've been standing here inspecting the rocks for probably 30 minutes.
Oh, I didn't realize the time. Sorry, this is going over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This has got way over.
That's why I said we're not going to HQ, because I kind of figured that at this point in time.
I mean, we can end in between here and HQ if that was your only decision, but when I say between, I mean like as you guys are leaving this part. But I'll leave that up to you. I'm just saying, don't.
Well, I don't want to get ourselves into too much trouble without the healer, so I kind of figured that would be a more prudent decision to just go ahead and leave.
The way that I just want to say, the way they were talking about it, doesn't lead directly to HQ. It's a decent distance. It's just like an in-between route, from what it sounds like, to the Underdark. So.
Okay.
As in, it's not like...
I am now more confused than I previously was, but you know what? Alrighty.
Okay, this is
What
entrance with checkpoint to Underdark. HQ is somewhere else in Underdark.
Yeah, no, I think I'm definitely good.
Okay. Oh, I'm just saying that's based on what they've said. That's what it sounds like.
Yeah, if that's what I'm hearing, then I am definitely good not going right now.
Okay. And Kartan and Torin, you're just not doing anything? I'm not hearing any objections, so...
I do need to...
I mean, was there a plan?
So, yeah, you guys wait there for a little while.
I guess.
Well, I meant Chen and Jingo, because I thought you guys were...
Okay.
If you have anything you want to do, just say something. Otherwise, I'm just going to say Chen and Jingo waited for that amount of time. Do you go and get John? Do you just sit there?
Okay. Well, has the time passed?
Yeah.
Okay. In that case, I'm going to go to the door and get John.
Oh, you're done?
Yes, I would not. Why is the thing not?
Sorry.
There we go. That is a dangerous item. So just to be safe here, we're going to go ahead and get it out of here. Because it is not a good idea to keep that inside this location. Does that make any sense?
Roll deception, and is Jingo helping?
Yes.
Okay. Roll with advantage. Oh yeah, that makes perfect sense. Yeah, I'll let boss know once we're done here, so that he can write it down.
Great. Yeah.
Too bad. I was really hoping with that promotion I might get it, but if it's dangerous, better that you guys take it.
Yeah. No, this is not something that you want in anywhere important at all right now.
You
so we'll
able to tell me, or is regulation against that?
It's better if you don't know.
One of those types of curses. Got it. Okay.
I asked him if there's like a sheath that we could use for it. Wait, did you ever say what kind of weapon it was?
It's a short sword.
Okay.
A
I
fancy
asked
one.
him if there's a sheath that I can put it in so it stays contained. And if
Well,
there's
it didn't have a sheath when we found it, since it was, sticking in the dragon. But there is one spare. I could go get it for you.
Great.
That would be great.
He goes off and grabs it and comes back and gives it to you.
And is there like a cloak or something long that I could wrap around it?
We just need some sort of cloth to cover it, just to make sure we don't accidentally grab it.
Yeah, he points to a box in the room. I don't have a prop for it, but yeah, there's a box in the room. Yeah, there's a few spare cloaks there, just in case, cold day in the cave.
Yep. Alright, so I'm gonna go grab a cloak and bring it to Jingo.
Yeah, and I wrap it around the sheath sword.
Glad you guys took care of it. The thing was creeping me out for days, I'll be honest, but I really was hoping it was good.
Yeah, well, that's the hope with everything, but unfortunately not everything works out the way we want it to.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
I turn to leave through this door over here.
It's unlocked. He doesn't stop you.
Yeah.
Did you guys still need to inspect the entrance to the Underdark?
There'll be a separate team for that specifically.
Oh, okay. Makes sense. That's rather dangerous.
Yes. And besides, with this item in question now, we've got higher priorities.
Yeah, makes sense.
So I believe there's still the barracks we have to inspect.
Yeah, it's
And
just
then
through
that will
here.
be
Your friend walked past it earlier when we were
Okay, great.
taking him.
I open the door and leave it open while they come through.
Bernard kind of looks at you, but just stays sitting down. And the guy,
Good
Steve,
boy.
there nods as you pass.
I turn to Chen. Why don't you go ahead and inspect the bunks, and I'll go grab Will to have him help you.
No, actually, no. Hold on. I'll wrap this up. You guys go ahead and start figuring out where we're going next. This won't take very long. Just from the
Okay.
looks of things here.
I go back to join Red with 2 Ds and Will.
Chen, are you actually going to inspect the bunk, or?
I'm gonna take the time to look at one bed just to make sure that the construction looks good and it's not gonna fall apart. But I'm not gonna go around the entire room.
Roll investigation. It seemed to be a pretty sturdy bed, but the guy didn't properly make his bed.
This looks good. I don't see any problems here. Ideally, this entrance exit would be a little bit wider. But as long as you guys sleep in small enough shifts, that shouldn't be too much of an issue. Could be a little bit cleaner, but, I understand.
Is it Steve's bunk? Keep telling him to make his bed. Steve, hey, I'm right here. I know you're right there, and I'm still telling you need to make your bed.
I mean, as long as everything's on the bed and not on the floor, it's ideal for it to be made, but just keep everything off the floor. That's the number one priority.
Yeah, of course.
Alrighty.
Well, I guess you guys are heading out now?
Yeah, we've got some other places to go to. Other jobs to take care of, unfortunately, but, work never stops.
Yep. Keep up the good fight and whatnot.
You too. If you guys keep up those standards, I expect the review next year to go even better than this one did.
Oh, that's great. Can't wait to...
Is it sad that I want to measure how long it takes and come back here?
No, I should write. I should keep a fake calendar.
Yeah.
Well, not fake, real. You know what I mean? In-game calendar. I really should.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much for your help. We're going to go ahead and get out of here. Make sure that, this place stays safe. We don't want the item to be in here too long.
Yeah.
Any longer than it has to, really, so...
Do you guys know the way to the entrance that leads near the village? It was only discovered recently, so I'd understand if those from HQ didn't know about it.
No, we don't, actually. We used the more standard route.
Ah, yeah. Ugh, the amount of time new recruits have gotten lost coming down here. So glad we found that newer entrance. If you just take the first left and then keep hugging the right, you should be good. You'll find your way out eventually.
All right. Great. Thank you very much for your help.
Oh, no problem. Thank you. It's been a great pleasure to meet you guys.
Yeah, well, you guys are the ones who make our jobs easy, so just keep up the good work.
Yeah. He kind of does a salute, and
I try to mimic the motion as best I can.
It's just it doesn't seem to be like a practiced salute. It's just like a normal person being respectful salute.
Okay, well in that case I'm just going to nod and then turn.
He goes back over to Steve, and you overhear him mumbling about making his bed.
Yeah. Okay.
I guess.
All right, guys. First left, then hug the right. First left, then hug the right. And let's get out of here now.
Yeah.
Okay, so do you guys want to end the session just outside the cave, or do you want to go back to the village and to go to the end?
I think just outside the cave would work, because I also need to not be holed up in my room anymore.
Okay. So we're going to end it here then, and say...
So we do get out of the cave.
Yeah, you guys get out of the cave. It's a really fast trip, and it actually brings you into the light just outside the village.
Oh, good.
There we go.
We finished the session without killing him.
No, you killed 3 skeletons.
We didn't kill any already living things.
That just sounds like a formality to me. I mean, who defines living in a world
I just
with
realized
undead?
Lean is probably going to be really proud.
You're upset that she's going to be proud that you guys did good.
Gosh. Okay.
She's going to be upset with you because you guys didn't get 2 additional dogs, and you know it.
Well, we can tell her where they are.
And she can do it on her own now.
Yeah.
So, I just want to say you guys rolled really well in there, except for when you didn't. And any time that you didn't roll well, they just rolled really poorly.
That whole thing was amazing.
Yes.
Yes.
That
is a session to remember.
Yeah, I will point out, you guys, I did not expect you guys to get through there without a fight. To be honest, I'm proud of you guys. You didn't play practical murder hobos. I think that's a first for me.
Well, you see, in this campaign, it's either kill everyone and take all of their limbs, or kill no one and pretend to be their friends. There is no in between.
You could convince them to rebel. You could be friends with half of them and convince them to rebel against the other half. I'm just saying. There is a between.
Not for us, though. I do want to know, though. What did I get?
XP wise, or the sword?
The sword.
You got a sword with magical properties that you are unaware of at this moment.
Cool.
So, write magical sword in your inventory, or magical short sword in your inventory, and I'll get back to you if you try tuning to it or do something to actually get it.
I'm definitely next session gonna try and make this thing like me.
Okay. Let's see. XP wise, I'm gonna say that was a long session. You guys did really well. Sorry for anyone who was at any point in time just sitting there.
I just fell asleep so it's all good. I didn't even realize.
He fell asleep.
So yeah,
standing against the stalagmite while he was expecting it.
I'm gonna say you guys get 1,500 XP. You did really well.
Thank you.
Nice.
And I gotta give that bonus for not being murder hobos.
Yeah.
When do you reach level 5 XP wise?
I always have to Google that.
Yeah.
Just give me a second.
It's like 14,500, I think.
It's 6,500 for level 5.
6,500?
Yeah, 6,500 for level 5, 14,000 for level 6.
I must have forgotten to level up last time.
Wait, doesn't it do it automatically though with the character mancer?
Sometimes don't rely on it.
Okay,
You have to click character mancer level up. But yeah, I'll do that maybe later, at least before next session, because I forgot to level up last time. Yeah, thank you for the session.
Yeah,
I will go.
Thank you guys.
Then
I need to go grab some dinner.
Well, thank you, though. That was a really good session.
I enjoyed it myself. That you can tell because I lost track of time by far. Time flew.
Yep, definitely.
Ugh.
Yeah, have a good week.